But he had to tell me that like 3 different times for it to really click. Like, look, if you need this, you need it. It's just that simple. It is their job to give you what you need. Don't feel bad. And so that's why I'm
I don't.
saying I would use the word need more. Like, I need this from you. It's not a want.
Yep.
It's not I want this. It's a I need this. I
Yeah,
need
no, I
this. I
definitely say
cannot.
that. Like, if there's missing information, it's like, hey, I need this info from you. Like, or I'll tell them like, hey, you're missing an email address that I need to process this.
Right.
Yeah, so I do use the word need quite a bit in my emails to these people.
Okay. Well,
Ooh,
I'm only I might be projecting a little bit in a sense because earlier this week I had come up with this idea. It's a very simple idea, right? I'm sure I've mentioned it before, but we struggle a lot with material damage in Sarasota. It's like the worst. And
yeah,
I basically mentioned that it would be I asked this, right? Well, okay, I'll put it like this. The email or message basically said like when we take on a job as programmers, we always use remnants first. And then if there's no remnants, because that saves money, then we'll end up using the oldest possible slabs. And if I said like, okay, but in this specific case, all the jobs or sorry, all the slabs for this job are for the same date. So there is no older slab. And I was like, because of that, is there any way I can make sure that um the slabs I pick will be on the outmost like the outermost portion of the rack because like we store our slabs like you can lay 10 slabs potentially or 5 or 10 slabs on an A-frame
right.
and imagine you have 10 slabs on an A-frame. They're all the same color, they all look the same, like everything is basically the same about them. They're all bland. It doesn't there's no reason for you to grab a slab, 5 slabs behind another one if they're all basically exactly the same.
Right.
And so I basically said, like, okay, how do we ensure that when we're choosing slabs, actually, I didn't even say that. I said, what we should do is if you scan the slabs from the outside moving in, then all you have to do is make that a consistent thing. Scan the slabs from the outside moving in, then I can always pick the oldest slabs available down to the second, so I can always pick the outermost slabs and then you'll have less movement. You won't have to move the slabs as much. I was like, can we kind of do that? What do you think about that? And Martina, the material handling person, she literally said to me, she's like, "Oh, we have a luxury of time. Don't worry about that. You don't need to worry about that or think about that. Everything's fine, basically." And I didn't really think much about it until I talked to my mom, and she was kind of pissed. She was like, "Oh no, there is no such thing as the luxury of time in business. What on earth is she talking about?" And I'm like, yeah, you're right. That is a good point. Like
Yeah,
that's
luxury of time is not in my business either.
it's not even in ours either. That's what's so weird. So, yeah, I didn't even think much of it. I was just like, "Oh, okay. I mean, I don't know." She kind of just shut that idea down, whatever, fair enough. But that wasn't acceptable. Like, it's not okay for her to, it's not about me or what I suggested. Also, in that message, I even said, I was like, by the way, this is David's idea. He was the one, like, I want to give credit to David because he's the one who mentioned previously about choosing slabs from the outside of the A frame. I didn't think about that. He did. Um, But yeah, so she ended up telling me like blah blah blah, don't worry about that. We have the luxury of time. And yeah, dude, ever since then I just started to feel like, yo, like what the fuck? This stuff is really kind of it's messed up in the sense that some people don't care about trying to find solutions. They don't care so much that they're willing to say like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Don't even try to like come up with a solution. Let's just keep the bad system we have." It's like, what? like material damage is so bad where we are. And what honestly, as my mom kind of pointed out, and I don't know if she's right on this, but because Martina's a woman and my mom's a woman, I think she might have more insight. But Martina was kind of responding defensively. She might have felt like I was calling her out. And I really wasn't. I was trying to allow her to spend less time moving materials around, make less material damage, spend.
You weren't there to cause a ruckus or anything. You were just helping to benefit the whole company.
I know, and I don't know. I mean, I wanted to definitely help out, but then my mom started to say stuff. She's like, "Oh, maybe she feels that way because she's upset about that time you didn't go out with her when she asked you to go get beers." And I'm like, oh my god, I don't even know that it could be that deep. Is it possible she feels rejected because I didn't go and get beers with her one night? I'm like, I don't even know. I don't think so. But that started to like open my mind up into how different men and women think. Because I'm like, yo, I don't know. Could she? That doesn't seem realistic. But like, that's where my mom's mind was at. Um, I don't know. I don't think so. I think if anything, I will say I agree with my mom about the idea of her being defensive, but I feel like she might have been defensive because she thought I was maybe calling her out regarding material damage. But in reality, I'm just like, no, it's just something we deal with.
Yeah,
If
it
we
has
can reduce
nothing to
it.
do with you in particular, Martina.
Yeah, I really don't think Martina
There,
damages the
there, there was
material at all.
nothing against her whatsoever. It's just you're my go-to person to talk about this. I'm not trying to like attack you or anything.
That's a good. That's actually a very. I actually have to
That's
mention
why
that
some
to
people
her.
should not be group leaders if they can't handle that kind of stuff because it's like I'm not coming after you because I'm trying to attack you. You're my go-to person.
I need to let her know very directly, like, hey, like you said, you are my go-to person. I don't go to anyone else when it comes to material things other than you. You are the highest of the high. You are the person I consult. So when I say I'm working to try to serve you. I'm not trying to condemn you or say you're doing a bad job or anything like that. Whatever you think works best, I'm here to try to help with, and I want to make you look good. That's what I like doing. I like making people look good. It's not even so much about making people look good. It's about making sure the system works well that no one looks bad. That's actually a better way to put it. I'm not trying to make people look good. I'm trying to make it so that no one in our department or not even our department, no one at our company looks bad. That if I can fill in someone else's errors, I will do that if I'm able to. That's why I did the phasing thing earlier this week. Not because it's my job, but because it needed to get done, and I'm not trying to throw someone under the bus like, oh, well, it's their job and it didn't get done. I'd rather it just, I want everything to flow smoothly.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I think Martina sometimes maybe she feels maybe insulted or threatened or attacked when we talk about material issues because she's the head of the material department. And it's almost the opposite. I feel like if anything, she's doing everything she can physically, but I feel like maybe mentally she can lower her guard a little bit toward me and David and other people. Because, yeah, I think you kind of had mentioned something that made me think, like, yeah, I really don't think that Martina's damaging the material at all. I doubt she ever probably damaged material. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if she never really did. If it was always
Yeah,
somebody else. I don't
not
know.
good at handling people talking to her. I don't know. Maybe
Right.
I'm
Well,
just
yeah. Her openness to maybe critiques or changes, not even critiques, just potential system changes, I guess.
yeah. So one thing I don't mind about my boss is he's very open to that to the changes, The problem is the system our company has in place to make changes happen sucks so much. You want something so small and minor to change on how a procedure is done, dude, it takes months upon months for no reason because it's got to go through all the signatures all the way up to the director to look at it, and it is so BS. So most people give up on it like after a couple of months because it's just like it's
Mm,
made no progress. And it's just like, oh my gosh, it's like just for
exhausting.
something so small, it's just not worth the headache of the paperwork and talking to these people.
Hmm. What sort of are you talking like standard operating procedure level of change?
Yeah. If there was like a procedure in my job that is so minor that I wanted to like change how it's done even just a tiny bit, it is ridiculous how much paperwork and headache you have to go through to change anything, to get anything going. Which is really BS because a lot of people are open to change at our company. It's just a matter of like getting it through everything that it needs to get through all the higher ups. Like I got to go through my group leader. He then has to bring it up to the manager, and she has to bring it up to our director, and our director has to get all the approval paperwork from HR, QA, QC, and it's so bogus all the shit they have to do just to change one little thing. Because that whole thing, like I was saying with the new SOP that we started back in October, a couple months ago, that that took almost a year and a half to get that whole new procedure put in place. And that was just an entire procedure. Like anything small, it's like you ain't never gonna get it through that quickly.
Mm.
You would think a small change would go through so quickly because everybody's like, yeah, it's so minor, it does benefit the people, let's push it through like ASAP. Nope, it takes the same amount of time, sometimes longer. There's actually in my paperwork that I work with, there is a small change to the program that they've been trying to make where there's a comment section I have. They want the program to automatically, like, there's a button at the bottom of my program that's called generate packing list, and anything that's entered onto the screen auto generates onto this packing list. And there's a comment section. They want that comment section to start also generating on the packing list, so if there's any extra instructions it can't be missed and it's placed on the packing list.
Hmm.
Dude, that's already been a 3-year endeavor that I looked into it. It was that little tiny piece has been submitted 3 years ago, and it's still going through all of the requisitions it needs and signages it needs
Someone
to
needs
get
to start a
enacted.
petition about making the fucking petitions go through the whole shit quicker. I mean, it might take
Right?
a couple years, but it might help everything in the future.
It might be beneficial at the end of the day. Yeah, it's wild. So it really depends on like what it is and what you're trying to do. It does help a lot when you can get a manager involved and they're like, oh yeah, this is a phenomenal idea, we need to do this ASAP, because then they kind of have a little bit more sway on pushing it through a little bit faster. It's just not a guarantee.
Right. All right.
And
I'm
I am
down to
happy to
play.
know like a lot of my stuff is getting approved soon. It's just a matter
Mm.
of when we get our new building up, which probably won't be until 2028 or 2029. Excuse me. Whew. Yeah, I didn't know when you were going to be ready to play, but I'm booting up World War Z, so I'm ready. And I got Skyrim on my Switch right now, so that's what I've been doing while I was waiting.
Oh shit. I've been at the main menu just while you were talking and whatnot. But I've been
Oh, my
like,
bad.
no, you're good. I've been freaking all into this game.
No, you don't. Bullshit. Bullshit. This guy's smiling. Right here.
Oh,
But it's got a high sensitivity, so don't get too close to it.
I'm not.
Like it's already really low, and I don't have to speak into it.
I actually don't. Hi, Andrew. I don't have anything I necessarily need to say at this point.
You were just gonna say food.
Yes. What? Oh,
I had a little bit of. I had the other piece of steak, dude. That avocado oil is exactly what the problem was, because there was no like smoke lingering in the fucking kitchen. Yeah, there was no smoke lingering in the kitchen this time. Uh-oh. Now I'm gonna hear this.
To be snowed in?
No. I was gonna grab a case of water. I don't know if I'm gonna do it tonight at some point, go up to maybe Wegmans to grab a case of water.
Tonight, kind of late, because I figure maybe it's kind of like there won't be as many people there.
Right.
Probably there's a lot of people there now. Although this Wegmans is really dead all the time. What do you think, Andrew? What should we get?
We need a case of water.
Case of water.
Okay.
Cereal.
Original idea that is very original.
Which I
Cereal.
didn't even think of until I thought of it later on in the day today, and I was like, "Oh
Much
crap,
better
we
than
do
John's
need."
ideas.
Oh, fuck
Some fruit.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
No, I mean you can eat an apple even if it's frozen
Like,
outside.
sometime between like the late afternoon and evening, going into Sunday is when it's supposed to hit.
It's Saturday.
Yeah.
So, that's what I heard.
So I'm trying to think. I have some food in the freezer to hold me over for the time being. There's dumplings, orange chicken. Got some rice in the cabinet. Might want to pick up just a couple other things just to be on the safe side. We're not going to be that physically active, so how much are you going to really eat?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. I probably will get some good coffee.
Mm.
But I can
And the only thing we're not prepared for is if we lose power. I mean, I have a shit ton of blankets to keep myself warm and like long pants.
You have
and
each other.
everything.
Do they have a generator?
Not here? No. No. Fuck no.
Mom has a couple, but they're in the
Yeah, that's not really helpful
Bro,
with us
also,
being here.
I have to say, Andrew, okay?
No, you don't.
I heard. No, I do.
You heard down the
If
grapevine.
I had free will, I would not be saying this right now, okay? Wait, what?
Uh-oh. Now I want to know. What
Yeah,
is
now you gotta
Joshy's
include
free
both.
will leading him to do and say?
Non-free will. Not free will.
Who knows? But, dude, I heard everything about your previous conversation, okay? Even before I got here, I heard. No, I didn't hear everything, but I gotta say, I wish there were more people like you. I wish more people with.
All right, I'm getting off. That's a great way to end the night, man. I appreciate the compliment.
More people like you that work at Chipotle.
Oh,
because
wow.
that's the-
God, dude. Chipotle, they...
Be like, you know how they have roles, right? One person is cutting the chicken, one person is like doing the fucking cash register, one person is doing like the protein and the rice, the other person is doing like the salsa and the guac and the cheese, right? Like one half of the.
You have
No, like,
a person scheduled for each individual shit. I think I've
Thing. And what I'm getting at is that, dude, if people don't have anything to do with prepping food or like whatever, they will literally just stand there doing nothing, even if other things are like falling apart. And it really, here.
Oh yes, dude.
Like, bro, when I was at Applebee's, which again, it doesn't have to be food service, right?
You were getting sexist. You missed out on the sexist part of the conversation.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, that sounds great, but when I was
It was
working
good.
at Applebee's, I would often just do random bullshit just because it needed done. Even though I maybe was bussing or wiping tables or food running, it was just like, dude, this table is fucking you know what I mean? Like, just
Yeah.
do the fucking thing. Do it.
Yeah, don't wait to be told what to do if you know something's got to be done.
Well, yeah, and also, I mean, part of the... Okay, I will also say, though, just to kind of, like... I think part of the reason why I was that way is that I was at Applebee's, and I was kind of already at rock bottom. So I was just like, dude, just wipe... You know what I mean? I'll just do the thing. Who cares? it can't get any worse than this. Wiping a table is not gonna make, my life any worse. I'm already working at Applebee's. I'll just do it, right? So, yeah, I wish people at fucking Chipotle would do that, dude. They will stand there touching their fucking one-eyed snake
Oh,
instead of helping at the cash register or whatever. They'll stand there at the register like with their mouth hanging open while like other people stress out. And I'm just like, bro,
Like, help out.
wow, you're such a waste of space. Yeah, what are you doing?
oh man, John, what's your name by the way? Oh, Memphis. It's good.
Gone.
No. Wrong again, Josh.
But no, I totally agree. I absolutely totally know what you mean. Where sometimes you just really got to look at someone and wonder, what are you fucking doing here? Like, do you even help? Or are you just kind of here? Like, should you be here? Or I don't know. Because there's a lot of people I've started to notice that if they disappeared from my job, I don't really think that much would change at all. I think we might even work a little bit better. Fuck.
Did you invite me, by the way?
I'm trying. So
Yeah.
wait, your name on is what? Memphis? Just
Memphis?
Memphis?
Yeah, just Memphis. I don't know
I mean-
why it's just Memphis on World War Z.
I will add though.
Well,
that
wait.
I
What's it on
think-
Epic Game Store? Or how do I play with you? Do you have
wait,
it?
You're...
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we played once before because I'm not on Epic Game Store. I'm on Steam.
How do we do
I don't
this?
remember how the hell. Oh, cross-platform invite code. Join party by invite code. Do you have an
Oh,
platform code?
C65CB. C65
B as in boy.
CB. Yeah.
Okay.
There you are.
You joined the party. Cool. Okay, that works.
Oh, okay. Good. Sweet.
I haven't played in a while, so you'll have to let me get used to what the hell I'm doing.
All right.
Say
Well,
say my one last little bullshit here because this is probably.
He's got to get it
I'll just
out
end
of the
on this.
system.
Well, I'll just end on this and let you boys have your fun. But it is a little different too with Chipotle because, I don't know what they get paid, but it's probably not great. Whereas I imagine at least some or maybe all of the people that you're referring to do probably make between a little bit more and a lot more than maybe the average Chipotle worker. So that
the
kind of
project
factors-
managers and schedulers, the scheduling
Yeah, yeah,
manager. Yeah, probably.
doesn't necessarily excuse being a piece. Well, it does. I mean, it makes it a little bit more understandable to be a piece of shit. Whereas, yeah, if you are a PM and you're still a piece of shit, you're just kind of a piece of shit at that.
It's not even that they're piece of shit. They just suck at their job. And you know what? The thing is, look, they're women. Okay, so
They're
what they
That's
what they
the
really
problem.
need to do is they need to just go home and take care of some kids or do something.
Okay, bro. Alright, well,
Help the husband.
Like, yeah, they just need to not be getting in my way and not helping me out at work. That's what. Because sometimes I've started to think, like, man, are you kind of the reason we're maybe not doing so great? Like, is that possible? I'm starting to wonder. I don't know. And the problem.
Discussion and somebody's talking about the economy. You're like, I don't know, man. I think Jenny's actually the problem with this economy. Jenny from HR. All right, man. Well, I'm not.
Damn it.
I'm just gonna leave it at what I said about Chipotle. But hey, man, I hope everything improves with Jenny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all of them, dude, though. It's not one woman. See, that's what your mistake was. You thought I was just criticizing one woman, but it's actually all of them. It's all the ones I happen to work with, at least. No, that's not true. Look, I actually love the women I work with. Like, I love the women I work with. They're very nice. They're just, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Myself.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, my department is literally just a fucking sausage fest. But
Lucky. Well, my engineering department is, but when I have to start communicating with the schedulers and stuff, is when it's now basically only women. And the project managers. But the project managers are just telling me to do their job. And then I do.
For me, I can only speak for myself. And I was just complaining about some stupid bitches to John yesterday.
And I was complaining about stupid
Jessica,
bitch.
you're
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
"Hey,
fuck.
But he's right.
No.
You know what?
Kilgore is okay. Kilgore is.
I can really say is I definitely think it's more of a mixed bag for me.
Gotta be quiet here.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
all I'll
going
say.
going slow and getting headshots, but I don't
Wait,
think
wait,
you'll
wait.
even have a
Crouch
suppressor.
button. Oh, it's B. Okay. I'm literally playing Skyrim, so I thought it was the left thumbstick to crouch. Yeah, way to break my immersion. I'm trying to play zombies here. I was trying to get a variety, so I have like frozen orange chicken, dumplings. I think there's like 2 taquitos left, so I might get more taquitos.
You have pizzas.
Yeah, there's 2 pizzas, 2 different kinds.
Creeper down.
What?
Where
Yeah,
are you hiding,
Doritos.
creeper?
So I don't know if you want to pick up more taquitos because. Is there a melee button in this? Wait, what's the-
F.
I'm playing on the mouse. I'm playing on a controller.
Oh man, I like to play with the frickin' get headshots. Cause by the way, through basically all these simple zombies, they are going to be a one-shot headshot with any gun.
Right. My biggest issue.
Unless
is
you're
using-
lagging. If you're lagging, let me know, cause then it won't be as
Oh, well,
responsive.
I have no lag at all right now, dude, and I'm at 340 FPS.
Oh, nice.
But no, I could only play keyboard for so long before my hands start hurting. But I never have that issue when I'm on controller.
Mm.
So I when available, I try to use a
Get to the
controller.
elevator.
I hear rats. I'm not even worried about the rats. I don't know what difficulty we're on. I'm just scared of them, actually.
Rats?
Yeah, they are annoying as hell.
Okay, so this is to vault. Cool.
Do my headphones work?
Whoa. Okay.
Oh,
sorry,
you're in
you
here.
Join the call.
I didn't hear. Ah!
Me neither.
Oh my gosh, dude, we are on a hard difficulty, dude. I'll tell you what. I don't know what we're on, but I'll tell you what, dude. I think
Well, that's
you'd
kinda
lose.
why I've been trying not to shoot because I do have a silencer pistol. I thought I only
Hey.
had SMG.
Is that pausable, John?
No, it's online, unfortunately.
Oh man.
So if I pause it, Andrew's still gonna be moving around killing zombies, and I could get killed still.
Oh no, I gotcha.
So why?
It's just
when you
like-
go?
No, I don't want to go. I can hear myself pretty loud from.
Oh no, I
Well,
can turn
we're
it down.
yeah, we're at a
Yeah.
good spot.
Before we move on, Andrew, let me just actually, because your volume is actually a lot higher than Andrew's. That's why you're hearing yourself, probably.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Hang on.
I
Well,
know you are loud. What's your
Is that better?
problem?
You could turn me down too. My headphones, I think, work.
Is that
I
better?
know, I know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's good.
I always like to be an antagonizer. You don't buy into my rage baits as easily. I wouldn't even say they're
Dude, you
rage
should-
baits.
Andrew, you should see he's it's so easy that it's not even fun anymore.
Oh, that does sound like it might actually not be fun at all. Though,
It
if
really
someone's
isn't.
just getting mad or offended at nothing.
Well, he
Oh,
gives
wait.
it back to me, which I really appreciate because he tries really hard to rage bait me. I'm just like, I'll sometimes just give him the benefit of the doubt and just do it and fine. But then I'm like, it's like, okay, moving on. Oh, I guess we're just gonna leave the CPUs behind. Oh,
Luckily, they can
teleported.
teleport.
We're headed down.
Why can't we do that? Why do NPCs get all the good hacks?
Oh, we did just teleport right there. Kind of.
We loaded. That's a little bit different.
To be fair, if I get really far ahead or someone gets really far ahead, you will actually be teleported.
Oh, that's fair. What's this button? Oh shit, that's the grenade? Oh, and that's the melee. See, that should have been the opposite. Why is left bumper the grenade and right bumper the melee?
Oh, interesting.
legit
Yeah, I
thought
don't
the
play
right
with the
bumper-
controller.
I thought the right bumper was gonna be the grenade and the left bumper would be the melee. Right, that's the sprint. Okay, I'm slowly figuring this out.
We're playing on a very, very high difficulty, and I have been incredibly tactical to make sure everything is gone as easily as possible so far. Just so you know.
Yeah, Yeah, no, you're good. I'm shit. So
I'm just saying, expect that this is gonna go not from 0 to 100. This is gonna go far worse because
we go to infinity and beyond.
we're gonna die, I think, really quick.
I
'Cause
don't care. That's kind of the fun of these kind of games. Is so. Are we ready? Are we doing this? What are we doing? Are we dropping
Wait,
landmines
you
on?
want to pause?
what?
Huh?
Are you at like a place? Are you paused right now? Like, are you in a safe place?
Basically, once we start unloading on these huge group of zombies below us, they're gonna start piling on each other, like the movie World War Z, and they're gonna start coming up to us. But right now, we're
Dude,
not
so
fighting
just
them.
because it's a zombie game, I just wanted to say
Booga booga.
that, dude, I used to play Black Ops 1 zombies all the time with Clark and with other people as well. But I would play for like a while with Clark, and we would try to like get to high levels or whatever. And I would literally pause the game. He would go eat dinner, and I would keep a crawler in the game for like 45 minutes.
I remember this.
Remember that? Remember like keeping crawlers or whatever? And then he would come back and not be warmed up, and we would just immediately fucking lose. He would go down. I would waste all my fucking time. He would just immediately shit the bed, and it would be over, bro. It was so dumb.
You ready to
So,
start killing them?
Yeah, I'm gonna lob a grenade. Are you?
I'm gonna go for some headshots and see how many we can maybe get before they're. Okay, it didn't last. All right, throw that grenade.
Wow, those grenades are weak as hell, dude. Holy cow.
Oh boy, they're coming from behind too. Oh my gosh.
Seriously? Wait, how are they coming from behind? Oh! I thought you literally meant actually from behind, not from the side.
Oh right. Uh-oh. By the way, you can go first person, oddly enough. It's a weird view.
What? I want that!
Uh-oh. Oh boy.
Oh no! Wow, I got like double hit.
Dude, I know, we're playing on like I think we're actually playing on the hardest difficulty, which was not a good choice. I don't know why I picked this. I didn't really mean to even. But I love how, like, this AK I'm using, I need to stop spraying, actually.
Oh shit! I just had a suicide bomber run up to me. And I accidentally chainsawed him.
I don't think we're going to be able to do this. This is going to be... I'm down for the challenge.
Completely dead. I have 170 seconds.
Oh my gosh. We died. Right? Angel?
Oh.
No, yeah, we're on too high of a we're on the hardest possible one, I think. Damn.
Dude, I'm level 2 with no, like, perks or gear.
I didn't mean... Yeah, I don't know how Oh, I don't think I did select one. I think... Or wait, what
Was
did
it just
happen?
like from the last time you played?
I definitely didn't pick one. It definitely was from either Oh, yeah, yep. All right, let's try hard. Because we were on extreme.
Oh.
Which, you know, there's...
don't have, like, any class stuff or gear. So that's
I think hard should be, because you're with me and because we're both going to be relatively good. We're basically already dropping down 2 levels. We're going from extreme down to insane down to hard.
Okay.
So we're leaving extreme and insane. Now we're just on hard. The next one would be normal, and then after that's easy.
So do you prefer any particular weapons, or should I just unlock shit to unlock shit?
Oh yeah, no, feel free actually to look through the stuff. Look through the classes. What do you think sounds interesting to you? I
I
happen
mean, I kind of kept when it comes to the classes, I kind of just kept it with the where is it? The
gunslinger.
gunslinger, just to keep it simple. But yeah, I typically stick with like a generic class so I could get used to the game and then experiment with classes later. I mean, the Drone Master sounds interesting, but that's just like I said, I kind of want to get used to the game more than worry about the classes later. Like
True.
understand how the levels work and then That way it's easier for me to go through stuff. But I see I got some credits.
Should we also play with random people, or do you just want to do me and you for now, or what do you want to do?
It really doesn't matter to me. Whatever you want to do, I'm all for it because I just don't know what I'm doing. I wish we had other people to play this with us. Hey, Josh. You
Oh,
wanna
okay.
join?
Wait, yeah, let me do that then.
I actually. Is it a free game?
I think I might already own it on the Xbox.
It might at least be on the Game Pass.
I don't have Game
Oh,
Pass.
shit.
Oh, I don't have online either. Damn. never
Game
mind.
Pass is too expensive now. It's on Steam and Epic though.
Yeah. No, it's. I know the game's on Xbox because Chris played with his friend.
Is it an old? Is it a new game?
No, it's older.
When?
How long? I love that movie. That is a great zombie movie, and I don't even remember when the game came out for.
Oh, it came out around the time of the movie.
Not long after the movie, right? I don't think it did.
I don't remember. Maybe like 2012.
Maybe.
Maybe
All
before.
right. I think I'm pretty much as ready as I'm gonna be.
Well, I won't even get into this right now.
I mean, you would have to install it anyway, but we would also need to get online again.
Oh, I'm not gonna play. Yeah, but.
Oh, if you were gonna play, I meant.
But I actually, and I won't get into why, but I actually could play. I'm just going to leave it at that, and I'll tell you how or why later.
You got online? You
For
got
Xbox?
DVD again.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
I can't believe you did this. You really
I don't
hit
think
rock
you.
bottom
Well,
again.
I will say that I'm not going to confirm or deny, but I don't think you literally. I will put it this way, even though this could kind of give it away. Like, actually, it won't give it away. I don't think you will ever guess the reason why I actually could play that game right now.
Well, I know you got Xbox Live.
Do you now?
Well, how else would you be playing? You have to have Live to be able to
Ugh.
play.
Well, why would I be so confident that you wouldn't know how I could play?
Bro.
You
Yeah.
right.
Dude, I'm in a whole different headspace now. Right?
What happened?
So my sister comes to my door and she's like, "Hey, I'm getting Taco Bell. Do you want anything?" And I told her, I'm like, no, I don't really order food. Like that's just too expensive. And she's like, "No, it's his money." And she's talking about her like boyfriend or fuck buddy or what. I don't know what they are, right? I don't know. She says friend, right? It's like, yo, I'm not gonna just say, yeah, get me this stuff from Taco Bell on this other man's dime. Right? Like, bro. And I tried to say, like, I told her outright, like, no, I'm not just gonna have this dude buy me food like that. I've never met this dude. I've never talked to him. I was like, I even said to her, I was like, can I just give you some, like, my perspective as, like, a man? And she's like, no, it's fine. No, I don't. It's like, but bro, do you guys get what I mean? Like, is it not already like my position? Because I'm not trying to project anything onto you guys. Doesn't that make sense? Why, as a guy, that comes across as at least, let me put it like this, a little weird, right? This is a woman. This is my sister's saying like, "Do you want my guy friend to buy you food?" It's like, you're offering this other guy's money. Like, does he know he's just gonna be buying me food? Like, I'm a 29-year-old man. Why is, and I appreciate if he knows he's just gonna buy me food as another man, I guess, but like, and I
If you
appreciate
knew
him.
him, it'd be different. You don't know him.
That's what I've
Well,
never talked to him, dude. And I'm like, this is just my
that's
sister
kinda
coming
where I'm
up.
at
Like,
too,
do you
Andrew.
want?
I have talked-
Sorry,
if I
John, go
knew-
on.
Like, yeah,
Sorry, I talked to. Go ahead.
you're fine. If I was like, yeah, let me meet the guy before I say, give you an answer, like at minimum.
Yeah, because, like, all I wanted to say to my sister is, like, I haven't met this guy yet, and I don't know him, and that's nice that he would be willing to, but the truth is I don't feel comfortable his money being offered to me. He doesn't even know me. Like,
Well, is he? Yeah, that's the thing. is he really willing to?
That you're right, Josh.
Yeah,
You actually, that's the point I wanted to get across to my sister. Is like, is he really okay with buying food for another 29-year-old man? Like, bro, I can buy my own food. I appreciate your offer. Genuinely, I do. But like, the real question is, did you actually offer it as another man, or did my sister just offer your money to me as another man? Because part of me wants to be like,
Yeah, I
yo,
mean, do you
Gab.
even appreciate her offer though?
No,
Because
I don't.
like,
Because I'm
that's the
like,
thing,
I
is
don't
because
know
yeah,
the
if he's
dude.
not offering it, if he was offering it,
Right.
you might appreciate his offer. But
Right.
if she's either way, you're not appreciating her offer. There's no universe.
Yes, dude,
Yeah,
exactly.
It would be like me being like, bro, Andrew, I'm gonna fucking like send you some money. It's on John. Go get yourself some DoorDash. And you'd be like, thank you, Josh. That's very kind of you. I'm sitting out here with this fucking card. Like,
no,
I mean,
yeah.
bro.
And then
It sounds
later
like
I
he's
meet
aware of
John.
that.
Yo, and then later I'm like, yo, John, thank you for buying me food that Josh offered me.
It sounds like, yeah, it sounds like he is aware of that the way that a lot of parents are aware that their credit card is going towards like Fortnite skins and
Yeah.
Peter Griffin
Yeah, exactly.
flossing animation or whatever. Yeah, like it sounds like one of those kind of deals, bro. I don't know.
That's
However,
so
I can tell
funny.
you my take. Actually, I don't know what I would actually do.
Dude, I'll be
But
honest, if I ever found out that a girl, like, if you better believe, if my words weren't, yo, I'll buy you food, woman, girl, lady, whatever the fuck your name is, and I'll buy it for your brother too if you want something. If those aren't my words, you better believe I never fucking offered to buy some food for that dude. Like, you know what I mean?
Hanging out the house, and he's like, "Oh, I know your brother's downstairs," and it's like we just started dating. It's like, "Hey, just go down and ask your brother if he wants anything."
possible.
Fair, but it's like at the same time, it's like you do want confirmation of that.
Here's what I would say.
I'm ready whenever you are, Andrew. By the way.
Whether,
Oh, yeah, my bad.
You're good.
I'll put us online.
Okay, that's fine.
For me, I don't really care about the gender. I will say
And just
this,
ready
though,
up immediately.
If I was hungry and somebody said, like, this person is going to order DoorDash, do you want some? And it was implied that it was going to be free for me, I probably would just say yes. Like, I don't care. At the point, that's just me if I was hungry. And, like, whatever. But, maybe I'm just dishonorable.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe. Not that you are.
Hey, man, hunger.
No, I agree with the maybe. I only agree with the maybe.
I would say this, though. I mean, if the guy really is pissed at me or something, or her, I'd just fucking give him some cash then. Because I was hungry. I'm going to be that annoyed for just paying for my own food.
You know why it comes across to me as bad regardless? Is because I see two possibilities. And I would say this to my sister, right? But she didn't want my fucking perspective, right? So it's like, either she's offering me his money as a woman, or he is willing to pay for a man's... Like, he's basically buying me in a sense. Like, yo, I've literally never met or talked to you before, but you're trying to buy me food. Bro, straight up, I'm saying, and I'll say this, the fuck are you trying to buy me food for? Like, you don't know me. What if I'm a scumbag? What if you don't like me? Like, you might just be trying to be generous, but to me, this comes across as disrespectful, because it seems like you're trying to buy me. Or you're just... Like, I don't like that. It'd be different if I knew you. It'd be different if he showed up and was like, hey man, I'm gonna get some food. Do you want anything? I'll buy it. That would be like, oh, okay, I now know you. You've now introduced yourself to me indirectly and have, nicely offered me a gift. I appreciate that. But like, my sister coming and saying like, hey, do you want him to buy you food? Is like, well, this is impersonal and kind of weird. Kind of feels like I'm spending the man's money who I never met. Like, reminds me of my dad buying me, a comic after he yelled at me. Like, except the difference is this guy didn't yell at me. He never met me, and he's trying to sweeten me up.
I mean, I don't know the exact well, I do know some of the context now. I don't know all of the context with this guy, but if I really felt that way, yeah, I might. What I would, and this, you're not necessarily asking for this advice specifically, and I don't really even know if it's an advice, but I'm just, if it were me, and I felt that way, and it was my sister, yeah, I would probably just be like, oh no, I'm good, thanks. That's probably what I would do.
Well, that's what I said. I was like, nah. Well, that was my first thought. No, I'm good. I don't want to buy delivery. I'm fine. And she's like, no, it's on him. That's where I'm like, well, wait, I want to tell you why I'm not okay with it now, real quick, because if it's
Yeah.
free food, I want to let you know I haven't met this guy. I
You also
don't.
just tell her too. It's just like, well, let me meet the guy then. Like if he's offering.
I will. I'm sure as a result, this whole
Let me
thing.
at least give the guy a hand job. Or
Dude, by this point, it's like, look, man, you're already good on my terms. You know why? Because somehow my sister had found it acceptable to offer your money to me without me having ever met you. Whether that was on your behest or her independence, hard to say. But I now appreciate that you're willing to you're either allowing me to exploit you or you're allowing my sister to. So like, either way, I don't know. You don't come across as threatening to me. That's
Jesus Christ.
I mean,
right. Just
Yeah, your words have never
logically,
been
that's
spoken.
all I can say. But at the end of the day, like I said, I don't know anything about this dude. I've totally. I have detached from all of my sister's relationships with their men that they choose to be with. They are all separate. I now see my sisters as adult women who are choosing who they want to be with, and the men who they are choosing to be with, I see as adult men who are choosing to be with my sisters. Nobody gets any special treatment, right? It's like, okay, if you're my sister and you do this man wrong, you did him wrong, and I'm gonna recognize that. If he did you wrong, like, you're all getting judged, more or less. I shouldn't say, well, yeah, I guess you could say judged. You're all, you're all on your own scale. Like, my sister cannot.
why are you judging them though?
Well, what I'm saying is this: when you're younger, it's easier for people to speak positively on someone else's behalf, and you might buy into it. Man, we're getting our asses kicked. All right, maybe we should go to normal. Let's go to normal.
I wasn't doing too
Isn't
bad.
John?
but I
Isn't
didn't
this
realize
is this
I
your
was
first time
behind.
playing, John?
Huh?
Is that your first time playing the
No,
game?
I played this. I played like 3 or 4 matches a long time ago, and then I played one about. It said February 15th, 2025 was the last time I played it, which I know was the day me and Andrew played.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So
Rich,
it's
Dick
just
is
been,
dead.
like I got the game dirt cheap, played a couple of games, then lost interest, and then played it one more time with Andrew.
All right,
That's really
all right. You know what? We've decided what is because we can't win. The only thing that is rational is for us to go to normal so that we can win because we just need to win.
I mean, I'm getting experience killing these zombies and everything, so it's something.
Oh
Hey,
wait,
Yeah,
I
that's
got-
only
yo,
rational if you
dude.
feel like
No,
you
no,
have to
dude.
win.
Wait, somehow we were on insane again. I don't know what happened.
Are you serious?
What
Wait,
the fuck,
why
bro?
does it keep defaulting me to insane? Actually, that's
Dude,
weird.
go ask your
Maybe
sister's
it's-
boyfriend right now why it's on insane.
Hey,
I'm just
bro,
kidding.
they
I don't
ain't
know, bro.
boyfriend and girlfriend. You know what I mean? They're just friends, but they sleep
No,
over. Dude, do you see what I'm saying as far as how I look at this stuff as an adult now? I'm like, look, man, you can say
I mean-
you're my sister. You can say he's your friend, but you go and sleep over his house. But like, look, there's no dumb motherfuckers in this room. So, look, friends don't go, man, like, I don't go and sleep over at girls' houses that I'm just friends with. You know what I mean? Like, I don't. What am I supposed to say, right? I don't know, man. I see fuck buddies. That's what I see. I call stuff for what it is. I know it's not a good title, but if you call this person a friend and you're sleeping over with them, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna assume you're fucking. I don't care. You gotta tell me outright. No, we're not. No, we're not. And I'll have to look at you in your eyes. I'm gonna look at you in the window of your very soul, and I'm gonna say, you really aren't fucking.
I said, bitch.
Right?
I looked at this woman in the windows of her soul. I just said it, man. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that is actually one of the lines. Dude.
Not going into the subway. You've heard the stories.
Yeah.
No, but that's
gotcha,
what I
though.
mean.
It's-
Dude, I think people got too comfortable with online interactions, because I remember, right, well, I don't want to get, well, anyways, yeah. Looking into people's eyes is a big thing. That's all.
My bad. I accidentally hit my controller against my desk and it threw the grenade.
All right. As soon as I got hit with that, my first thought was, why did this guy just shoot me with like a rocket or something? Where'd he get that? Oh my gosh, they're everywhere over here.
Yeah, that was 100% my bad. That did not.
No, you're good.
Just smacked my controller.
All right, now I feel like we might actually be able to survive the first interaction. Because trust me, you're not supposed to die as quick as we've been dying. But that is my fault. That's totally my fault. Because I didn't even.
You're fine, man. I'm still having fun just getting
Okay,
eaten by
good.
these zombies.
Okay, good. Then we're on the same page. I agree. I love a challenge. Even if I'm getting my ass... Honestly, if I'm getting my ass kicked, I'm probably having more fun than if I'm... Actually, no. I guarantee you, if I'm flying through missions, I'm not having fun. I would prefer to be getting my ass beaten repeatedly back to back to back. Because then I can go to bed like, you know what? Tomorrow, it's not going to go like that. I'm going to be better. I'm going to do better.
Oh wait, did you already go ahead? Oh wait, no you didn't. Okay.
So John, what about you? What if your sister offered you some DoorDash from somebody else like that?
I would simply be like, if you're offering some other guy's money to buy food, I would literally, and I don't know the guy, first thing I would literally say is, let me talk to the guy and at least like thank him personally.
Oh boy.
That's not really an oh. What do you mean, oh boy?
I was making a gay joke, but no, what if it was Chris's girlfriend?
Chris's girlfriend? Again, I would simply be like, let me talk to her and thank her in person instead of just blindly accepting something. Yeah, that's just the person I am. It's like unless I already know them ahead of schedule, like or ahead of time, and that's different. But...
Well,
that is different. That's
this
the
is
point,
what
though.
I will say, and don't take this. This is well. Should I even say this? I'll say it because I just whatever. This is not necessarily a dig against your sister.
No, dude, go ahead for it, because I agree. You're right, dude. You're right.
If it were my sister, I would accept because I would feel like, okay, yeah, no, that's cool, like, blah, blah, blah. I would just feel like it was more normal and, like, I don't think she would just, like, take a guy's credit card like that. But the way you're describing it, it sounds kind of sketchy.
So let me say this, right?
She makes it sound like she just like has his card or whatever, and maybe it's not even coming from him.
Here's an important question, right? Yeah. So now, do you honestly think that your sister would ever be willing to even accidentally take advantage of a man's wallet?
What do you mean the question?
Trying to ask.
What don't you understand? I guess
I said, what do you mean by accidentally? Like my sister, what would be? What would
okay, let's say
accidentally
intentionally. Let's make it intentionally. Okay. I'll just make it easy, right? Intentionally.
Okay. Oh no, can you repeat? Sorry, can you repeat
So,
the question with intentionally? I'm sorry.
Okay,
I don't
would
I'm also playing a
would
video
your
game.
sister be willing to intentionally take advantage of a man's wallet?
Yeah, fits like a glove.
Not involving me. No, no.
Okay.
If she would, I can't say that she wouldn't personally.
So then
I don't know, but I don't
unintentionally
think she would
doesn't
involve me.
matter. What I'm saying right then is unintentionally doesn't matter. And what I'm saying in this case is, I don't know, maybe my sister's not realizing that right? I don't know what their conversation looked like. I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna shoot this thing so it drops. I never did that before.
Oh, nice. I didn't even know you could do that.
I know, I just learned that last raid or last attempt. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
shit.
your sister, like, even to just make I can make it easier. If I was also there and she did that and offered it to me as well or something, I probably would also just be like, eh.
I just got overwhelmed.
No, you're good. Oh shit.
I killed a lot of them, but I did get overwhelmed.
This game is
Although
hard.
it does get a little bit more convoluted. Well, actually, not really. I don't have to make it more.
Oh god.
The only way I can make it more convoluted is because I don't really like DoorDash. So I won't go down that rabbit hole.
Well, wait. Well, the only way you can make it more convoluted is what?
Oh, is because I don't know if I would even generally accept. This is just me now, but I kind of don't like DoorDash, so I don't know if I would even accept.
Well, dude, that's also what I'm saying.
DoorDash on
DoorDash is
Rumble.
fundamentally very expensive.
It's not even real. Yeah.
And
oh,
then
yeah,
it's
no,
someone else's money, right? Someone else's money who didn't explicitly offer it to me. Those are the most key elements that matter to me. Now, it might be different for you, but to me, that's the most important thing. It wasn't offered. Like, I wouldn't do DoorDash for myself. If I was buying food totally and only for myself, I wouldn't do it through DoorDash. I'd be like, nah, I'm either not getting it. I'll put that in stocks or my 401k, bro. I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing that. Like, I'm just not that rich. It doesn't matter, dude. And I don't even pay rent. I'm just not that rich. I'm not going to fit that into my budget. Like,
what, DoorDashing like food a lot or whatever?
no, not a lot. There's no reason to pay an extra like $12 to have food delivered to you, bro. I can drive. Like, my legs work. What am I, fucking retarded? I know how to drive. I'm not, you know what I mean? I know how to go to Taco Bell. The fuck would I pay them 12 extra bucks for? Like, that's half an hour of my time. It takes like 10 or maybe it takes 30 minutes to drive down there, but hey, I can entertain myself while I'm driving down there.
You know what? I
That's
wouldn't
what
even accept any payment for food, even from myself, and only for myself. Because who do I think I am? What am I trying to big dog myself? Who's that guy?
Well, that's what, bro. I am frugal
No, I'm
to
kinda
a
losing
level
the thread a
you
little bit
might
with that
not
one,
be. That's what I'm saying. I'm frugal to an insane level. Like, I'm not buying DoorDash. Why am I paying an extra $10, right? No, hell no. I don't do that for myself. I'm not having someone else do that for me. Dude, even if we're at a party and we're drinking and shit, the chances of me being like, yo, yeah, you're willing to buy it or whatever, yeah, sure. I'm gonna be like, nah, it's your, oh. I am so sorry. I just rocketed us.
It also gets into like.
I
That would
rocketed
also
us.
get into if I'm drunk, right? Which, if I'm drunk, I think a lot of this kind of goes out the window, bro. If somebody's like, yo, bro, you want a burger? I'll be like, hell yeah, brother. Like, who knows what I'm gonna do?
Oh,
man.
another shit.
Change everything.
Yeah, if I'm intoxicated, that's a little unfair. Like, I might not think of like half this shit or most of it. Like, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, no, sober minded.
You're right, fine.
Plus,
If I'm
also-
drunk, I might be willing to spend someone else's
Yeah.
money, fine. But for the most
Exactly.
part,
Also, I will say this too, like, dude, if I'm this might be even if I'm not that drunk, if I feel like other people are drunk, they're probably not going to remember and actually have me pay them back, which would make me more willing to do it. Which again,
See, I'm okay with Chris's girlfriend spending money on me.
I'm also okay with Chris's girlfriend spending money on me.
If she's awesome.
No problem.
Which I gotta talk to him more about that because I'm kind of curious on his thoughts on the whole thing.
On specifically if
Sorry,
were to buy
I was
you
too
gold
far
back.
away. My bad.
Dude, how many bullets does this big guy take?
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I really still need to get my
Wait,
ass
there's
up to
friendly
blue
fire?
this year.
Shit.
One's down.
No, that was my fault. I walked away for a sec. Sorry.
Literally just got my ass kicked. Damn. Is there friendly fire in this?
Yes.
Fuck. I actually I got the speaker by it.
Oh my gosh.
It immediately stopped because I was like, oh, maybe.
Dude, I'm the last alive and I'm not ready for this at all. Oh wait, no,
Well,
Angel's alive. Angel's
Dude,
alive.
my controller literally just went out as I got revived.
Your what went out?
My controller went out because the wire is so freaking weak. If I don't have it in the right position, it just stops working. And literally, I got revived, and then...
No! No, Bunko, you bastard! Fuck! Yeah, I should have said to wait a moment because I walked away. That was on me, dude.
Oh, I thought it was timed. I thought the battle just started on its own because I didn't shoot anybody. And it just
It
kind of
does.
started.
What the fuck, dude? This is such a stupid game.
I basically won.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, so that's interesting. So you level up guns as you use them in this game, but then you don't, like, you don't pick and choose the different attachments. They kind of automatically equipped as long as you purchase them. That's cool.
Right.
That's
Here, let's
very
try a
neat.
different level just to have a different setup. Because I messed this last one up, but we can switch the level. Because there's a
Yeah,
lot of different ones.
I'm really down for whatever because it's just I've literally only ever played that level too, so I really know nothing else.
Oh, right. That's a good point. Let's see what else.
Dude, you know something is tragic? Something pretty
Let's try
fucked
this
up
one.
happened to me, actually.
Did James talk to you?
A little bit, actually, today, weirdly. Not
Right.
much, but for him, anything is kind of crazy.
So tell
Like
us about this tragedy.
The tragedy is that I'm using an Xbox controller right now, and the A button is kind of like wearing out, but like kind of badly.
I'm not going to ready up just yet. Give me like 1 minute.
Yeah, you're good.
To the point where the controller might not really be usable for that much longer.
At least you got the use out of it.
Or at least the A button. I guess I could just repair. I'm not really into controller repairs, but
If you want, I can look into it and do it for you.
yeah, I know it's not that. I mean, I know one button wouldn't be that bad, but I do kind of want a better controller. Anyway, you know, so they have like a Deluxe Pro Ultra.
You mean Elite?
Yep. That is what I think, actually. I'm not even 100% sure, but that sounds
Dude, the Elite
likely.
controllers are wild because I got to try Stevie's because he got one for the Xbox Series S that he has. And dude, you literally press a button on the side and it pops off the face of the controller. And then every single button is just a little switch on the side. Once you get the faceplate off, you click the switch down and it releases whatever it's attached to. And then you just swap it out. I'm just like, holy crap, that's amazing.
I'm sorry, can you say that one more time? I was at a part in Spelunky. Something clips into something, but I kind of missed it.
Oh, no, with the Elite controller that Stevie had, you take the faceplate off, and every single like button you can press has like a little mechanism, like a switch,
Mhm.
and you can press it, and it pops that piece out, and you could swap it out.
Hmm.
Which I was like, wow, that's so insane. I feel like that also weakens the integrity of the controller, in my
Yeah.
opinion, but
The
I really don't
problem
know.
with the problem with that is like the internal. There's still like internal wiring and mechanisms that are behind that, right? So if then that
Right, and
breaks,
that can't be
so it's.
replaced.
I mean, if that somehow made the internal stuff less likely to break, like,
How's it look from out there?
or if I'll put it like if the internal stuff was less likely to break, and you could replace the buttons and stuff that are more likely to break,
He's dead if we wait. We gotta get
then
him
that
out
would be
now.
that is pretty cool. But eh, it's kind
We
of
should
like
move
you know
quietly.
how cars now,
Or all electronics.
yeah. What is it that they have though? What am I trying to say? There's a specific feature.
Touchscreens.
No, it's something in the hood, in the front of the car that's complicated, but
Radar, lidar,
Diversion. We
nah,
bring
it's
them
not
here,
that. I mean, these
clear
actually
a
are
path
all
for
a
them.
examples
motion
of.
We secure the
censored.
stragglers and then build defenses.
What sort of system are you
Um,
referring to?
that's a good question. These are all good examples of what I'm thinking of. They all would be suitable examples. So yeah, the point is that
Electronic
when these
systems?
things, yeah, when things become too convoluted and complicated, like sometimes they break a lot easier.
Right. Well, I
So
was just thinking
does
with
kind of
any
make me worried it could be a case of that. Um, honestly, yeah, the safety sensors in cars now are a great example of that.
All right, Balto started the thing. I don't know what we're activating the loudspeakers.
Where do I place the barbed wire?
At any of the locations, I guess. I don't know where the enemies are coming from.
Okay, I didn't realize that it was
Oh,
highlighted.
I remember what it fucking was.
What?
And it is a trend, even though cars are getting worse. In some ways, at least, they're getting more complicated. This feature is kind of losing popularity, I think, but it's automatic engine turning on and off. Like the engine turns off when you're at a red light.
Oh,
That
Yeah.
it makes the car, like the engine and the hood of the car, it needs like 10 to 15 extra parts. And they break very easily, and if any one of them breaks, like the fucking car is kind of fucked. And also, it doesn't help the environment like at all, like even a little bit. Like it actually does nothing, and it just wears out your engine too, even without all the extra parts to just like
Right,
keep
because
starting
it's
and stopping
starting
it.
and stopping,
So
yeah.
literally the biggest. But anyway,
Andrew, when we came down to visit you in February with my family, we had a rental car that was just like that.
oh right, I remember that. Yeah.
That red Chevrolet we rented, yeah, that's exactly what that did, and my dad hated it. My dad's like,
Right.
oh,
Yeah.
man, like, I just want to give it gas when the light turns green, and you can't. You have to let your foot off the gas and let it start back up, and then go.
Right.
Gringos are sitting duck.
The like
Yeah.
opposite of instant acceleration. It's like, yeah. Makes sense.
and it doesn't do anything positive at all.
Yeah, no,
That's the craziest part.
I just got slammed against the wall by this.
Are you sure? I mean,
Or-
it's
It
maybe
does, it's so minuscule.
it's
is
negligible
really what I'm
compared
saying.
to the. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
hey,
Here's
it's
what I'll say.
Yeah.
It's negligible. It's so negligible compared to probably the extra parts and engines that get thrown into a fucking landfill as a result of the poor implementation. Like that's basically what I'll say. It basically
the
does no
additional
good or
part,
probably negative
the additional
anyway.
parts and maintenance don't make up for the functionality, basically.
Yeah, even just if you look at the environmental impact, I don't think it justifies it because it just breaks and stuff gets thrown away more. So it's like, and it's yeah,
Again, the
that's-
additional parts and maintenance don't make up for the feature. Is probably the
Yeah,
simplest.
in any way. Yeah, environmentally.
If one of those 15 parts break, the whole thing's done for, and then it's like you got to get towed. And if you're sitting like in the middle of traffic at a light, constantly starting and stopping, it probably ruins the longevity of the car.
Yeah. Honestly, that is I doubt the controller would have such, it's a fucking controller, first of all. I doubt it would be that bad.
It also
Yeah.
is very niche, I feel like, to who it may truly best serve. Like, someone who basically never is stuck in traffic, it might really be useful for someone who's... See, that's the question. Who is it really oriented towards? People who are rarely ever stuck in traffic, but when they are... excuse me, they're at a complete standstill? Or is it for people who are constantly stopping, and it's, because that's what I imagine would be the opposite effect. Like when you're constantly, when you're basically in one of those, like traffic jams where you're constantly starting and stopping, that's when I feel like it would take more wear and tear on many different elements of the engine, like the
I feel
starter.
like the city wouldn't be for city folk in highly dense populated areas.
I think, yeah.
Who is it really
I don't know,
for
it's
is the
hard.
question. That's the real,
think
who is, because the system is designed for someone who's stopping for such a period of time that the engine totally turning off and only the battery running is better than the whole engine running. The real question is, who does that best serve? Is that someone stuck in traffic? Like, you and I could all come up with an actual accurate answer on that, given that information alone, because that's who it best helps.
You're living in like LA traffic or something where you're just sitting there for hours. It's
It
like,
sounds explicitly designed for people who are, they're pulling forward a small distance, coming to a complete stop, and then they're staying at that one spot for, X period of time, which I think that X period is that is the most significant. Are you staying stopped for 2 to 3 minutes? Or are you staying stopped for, 3 to 15 seconds or 3 to 10
Yeah,
seconds?
I mean, also, if you imagine like in LA, I don't really know what the fucking highways that are really bad around LA are called, but if you're, now I don't know if it actually works this way, but if you're also only going from stopping to a crawl for a while, and it could just run on battery with the engine off for a good amount of time, to justify the engine turning off in the first place, that could be.
Dude,
Okay.
again, as someone who trained for many years as an engineering physics major, it literally comes down to, very specifically, you have to consider these specific parameters. How much energy is used, and how much wear and tear does it cause on the engine when the engine is started? And then, at what point does it become more valuable for the engine to turn off and restart? Actually, yeah, the question is simply this. I think the physics boils down fundamentally to this, and I love this as a fucking nerd, right? It comes down to, what is the wear and tear caused on the engine? Well, no, because it comes down to more than wear and tear, because it also comes down to energy use. I guess you'd maybe the best
really
if
is more wear and tear, like with the constant starting and stopping is like what is that doing long term to it?
I guess you have to determine what is the most important coefficient that you're considering. Are you worrying about the engine wear and tear, or are you worrying about gas usage? Because I would say I'm more worried about wear and tear on my car. What is most efficient for my car's engine than I am on gas usage? Because I can refill my car's engine a billion times over my life, right? There's never a time where I'm like, man, I can't do what I want because I cannot fill my car's engine. There's never a time where that happens. But there are times where I say, man, an engine repair is expensive and I maybe can't afford that. the what I'm saying simply is it's always going to be more likely that I say I can't afford an engine repair than it is for me to say I can't afford gas. Obviously, then you get into the whole, well, how often does your car need gas, right? And that gets very easily answered by what is your MPG in your car. My car is very gas efficient and MPG wise, so if it comes down to wear and tear over miles per gallon, since my car is very efficient miles per gallon as a Kia, I'm trying to minimize wear and tear. But other cars, diesel cars, they might be trying to minimize gas usage over wear and tear, because diesel engines are very efficient over long periods of time. Like, you can get a diesel engine that's like 30 or 40 or 50 years old, and that shit'll run. Because all it's doing, the way that the engine works by forcefully compressing the gases and causing the gases to ignite as a result of the compression is a totally different system than using a I'm trying to what's it called in a typical engine, a non-diesel engine, to ignite the fuel.
Spark plug?
It is a spark plug, but it's damn, there's a I mean it well, wait, no, is the spark plug it? I don't even
That might be
well,
a different part.
Let's find the damn codes.
the spark plug bro, I
It's
love
something
physics.
that creates a spark.
So, well, the spark plug.
Well, let me just say something, because
yeah.
no matter, I don't know if anyone ever got value out of these cars, all things considered. I have no idea. The most charitable I said the most charitable thing I could think of, which is that maybe if you're at such a slow crawl and the engine could stay off on battery power for a long time in traffic, right? Even though you're moving, maybe it's worth it. But what I will say here, let's get to the actual reason. This is like the in theory. This is like what the car salesman maybe would tell you, or they might make it sound better, right? But I think the actual reason is just to sell people shit.
Wait.
Car more expensive. That's the actual reason.
Let me offer some different perspective, right? That system, the whole stopping and starting system, was developed by an engineer for a reason. And I think that the reason they created was designed to cater to a very specific demographic. And I think the problem is the salesman is trying to sell that feature to everyone, but the engineer designed that feature for a very explicit group of people. And again, if we're thinking about this, and I'll outright say, we're all engineers here. I don't give a fuck what your title is at your work. We're all engineers here. So if we are really trying to think as engineers, we're going to say, okay, we are trying to basically find out the value added by creating this system, right? What value is added by creating a system that the engine stops and has to restart? Damn, I died because I was out of lives. But anyways, what person benefits from from an engine stopping completely and waiting for basically it being told to restart? And I would say, we can all easily answer that question. Is that system best operates when the engine is stopping for a long period of time, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense. The only time you'd want to turn the engine off automatically without the user input is if you know for certain that the engine being turned off will outvalue the engine being turned on. Right? I mean, I'm making this as simple as I possibly can. from an engineering perspective, right? The only time you'd ever want to turn the engine off is if it outweighs it being on,
We should move quietly.
right?
Right.
Josh, I'm waiting for you on this because I turn that into the simplest logical mathematical thing. There's actually
I'm the one who brought this up. Is there a point?
I'm
What are we
asking-
talking about here?
I'm asking you a question. Like, bro, I'm testing you sometimes. Let me be clear. I don't want my intentions to ever be confused. Sometimes, Josh, I'm outright testing you, and I'm asking you right now, from an engineering perspective, the only time you would want an engine turned off is if it will be more efficient than if the engine is turned on. Yes or no?
Bro, I know what you're doing.
Why will
I
you
just
not
don't know
give me
why.
But I'm asking you a question, dude. It's not complicated. I'm asking you a question.
Dude, why don't, I mean, and I'm not answering. It's fine.
That's
It's
why
not
I'm
that deep.
because if I ask John, if I'm like, "Yo, John, doesn't this make sense to you? Yes or no?" John's like, "Yeah, that makes sense." I'm like, "Oh, okay. All right, we're on the same page. It makes sense to you. It makes sense to me."
Simple, stupid kind of brain here.
Yeah, I know, and that's why I'm like, Josh, I'm asking you a simple question. Like, it's a simple yes or no question, but it's also a question that's based in engineering. It's based in objective truth. And I'm like, I'm asking you yes or no on this objective truth question, and you're refusing to give me an answer. And I'm gonna be honest, Josh, I get a little pissed off because I'm like, I'm asking you a question and you're refusing to answer, and I'm like, wait, are we not talking? Like, I'm trying to talk to you, Josh. I'm not, like, I'm streaming right now, but I'm not talking to an audience. I'm not trying to talk to, like, I'm just trying to get an answer from you. And sometimes, often I find this thing where you're like, I'm unwilling to answer your question. And I'm like, I don't get why. Like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just trying to make sure that we're on the same page. That's it. I'm not trying to trick you. I'm just trying to make sure we're on the same page. And if there's any misunderstanding, we can talk it out and figure out what exactly the misunderstanding is. But oftentimes, and I mean it way more than most people, I find myself where I'm like, okay, for some reason we're not able to be on the same page, but I'm like, I don't really get why we're not. I'm just asking you a simple yes or no question, but you're like, no, I don't want to answer your yes or no. I'm like, I'm not trying to trick you. I'm just asking you a question. And it's like, no, what are you doing here? Why? It's like, I'm just trying to make sure we're on the same page. That's it. It's no trick. I'm not trying to trap you or fool you or be like, aha.
To be fair,
You're a gay person now because you said yes.
I will say that that does make sense to me if I'm understanding you correctly.
You are understanding me
but I
correctly.
will-
I want to be clear. You are, because I'm not speaking in riddles. You definitely do.
So what I will say is that you may this
I
may
come
happen
across
more with me than other
antagonistic.
people, but I would be willing to bet. What?
I come across as antagonistic because I
I
am
would be
making
willing
you
to bet. Yeah.
take a position.
I also would be willing to bet that you probably ask me way more rhetorical questions than most people. Which sometimes can make me,
I don't know. I don't agree. I
really
would
clear
maybe
if it's a
disagree.
sincere question or not.
You might be. No, I only ask you literal questions. I actually would say that outright. I really do. Because I know that there is this miscommunication. If I stop the conversation and say yes or no, like, do you agree? I'm not being rhetorical by any means. And I'm like, I'm waiting for you. Dude, this happens with you and me more than... Actually, man. when I say magnitudes more than anyone else I ever, and that's why I love having conversations with you. I don't want you to think this is like I'm shit talking. I'm like, yo, this is why I love having conversations with you, because you hear what I'm saying, but I feel like sometimes you think I'm saying something a little differently. But it actually is the basic shit you're hearing. Right?
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah.
So
I
I never
understand.
play
I
you
just
for a
don't get
fool.
the
Let
broader
me
point right
let me
now.
say this last thing, right? I never play you for a fool. If anything, you're one of the smartest people I talk to in every aspect of my life. You know, and I've got brothers who work on aircraft engines. I'm going to be honest, if anything, that disappoints me when I think about the people who work on aircraft engines. Because I'm like, yo,
Aw.
I'm like, Josh, you could work on aircraft engines, and I feel like that would be mundane work to you. Because the way you think is that logical, and that's why when I'm asking you stuff like, yeah, I'm really asking a question, it seems rhetorical and stupid to you, because these are the questions I'll talk to people like, you know, my brothers who work on aircraft engines. And well, actually, no, it's not that I talk. My brothers are really good with conversation and all that, but um, yeah, I don't know. I feel like yeah, I don't know how to summarize in a sense what I'm saying.
Let
I
me say
definitely
this.
detracted. Right.
Um, I'll explain why I have hesitancy, and it's actually kind of a little bit of a trend, and it's not about your question specifically.
Okay.
Um, but sometimes you will lead a conversation in a direction
Right.
on your own, kind of, and then demand that like other people engage with. Well, specifically me. I'll just speak for myself.
Okay.
That
No,
now
I
we
like
engage
that. That's
with that.
interesting.
But it's like that's not. You know, like sometimes you just go off. You know, so you know what I mean? Like that's what I'll say.
But wait, here's what I actually, that's beautiful, because you're right. That's a perspective
not
I've
the only
never
one who
heard
does
someone
that.
speak before. And I see why that could both come across as unfair or intimidating and maybe even wrong, right? But my answer to that is simply this. I'm not trying to do anything. I actually don't have any. I'm not trying to look good, dude. I don't care if I come across as the racist, sexist, fucking piece of shit, fucking judgmental. Like, bro, you. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're trying to talk, and I don't think you are, right? And I don't think really anyone is. But if someone was trying to talk me into a position of sounding sexist or racist or homophobic or transphobic or whatever, I'd be like, yeah, man, I don't give a fuck. Go ahead, right? Whatever sound bite you want. If that's what you're trying to get from me, go ahead. Have whatever you want. Even if it's not how I feel, because it's like at that point I can't win the argument. And I've totally lost interest in trying to be seen as, you know, as non-transphobic, non-homophobic, non-sexist, non-racist. I'm like, whatever. If you want to see me as these things, that's fine. Like it doesn't matter. So at times, I don't know. I guess to others it could easily seem like, oh wait, you're trying to position me as this sort of person. And it's like, look, I just don't play by these rules. I don't play by the typical rules I feel like other people play by. Because naturally, if you're trying to go to the person I work for, like if you're trying to go to my boss and be like, Andrew's a homophobe, and my boss comes to me and is like, "Hey, Andrew, are you a homophobe?" I'd be like, "I don't know. I guess according to that person, I fucking hate gay people. I don't know. If you believe what they say, I guess I do. I would say I really don't hate people, right? Uh, even if I disagree with individual choices that people might make. No, I don't hate those people, right? But sure, if you want to call me homophobic, sure. If you want to call me sexist, fine. If you want to call me racist, okay. Like I give up. Because I used to think being a racist meant literally murdering and lynching people, but now I'm like, oh, I guess you're a racist if you just if you like Trump, I guess you're a racist. You're basically a Nazi if you like Trump. I'm like, I don't even know what these words mean anymore. So I don't care to try to go by these categories. All I really, really, really genuinely want to know is, what do people honestly think? That's why I ask you outright in what seems like. Actually, let me even position it like this, and I hope
Well,
this gives a different perspective, right? Is I ask questions that force you to take a position where other people will criticize you in ways that I won't. So, where someone else might say, well, if you believe that, you're sexist or racist or homophobic, I'm going to say, if you believe that, that's just what you believe. Like, I don't know. I'm not going to start calling you this or that. That's what you believe. But here's what I believe, and you can judge it independently. And so I ask questions that sometimes say, or rather that put people within boxes that they don't want to categorize themselves within, that I'm not trying to categorize themselves within, but that is socially created, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do about it. I have to operate within. That's why I said I don't care if people call me sexist or racist or transphobic or homophobic or whatever. I'm like, people just, or a Nazi. People have used these terms so meaninglessly, I don't know what they mean anymore. I'm like, sure, if you think I'm a that, whatever, all right, I don't know. I'm not going to argue with you about it. If that's how you feel, what do you want me to do? Argue? Is that what I should do? Is argue? Right? So like I don't know.
I mean,
Diatribe over, but I hope that makes sense from an all-around perspective of like how I don't fully, agree with the typical ways people find it acceptable to ask questions or to kind of, I guess you could say, corner people. Because honestly, you know what? I like that. I do corner people. You know why? Because I want to know what people think. That's actually one thing Kiki didn't, honestly, as much as she liked it at times, she loved it. She loved how I looked in her eyes. Dude, dude. There's no way around it. Sometimes she fucking hated it. She hated how I could look into her eyes and be like, "Okay, so you stayed at this drug dealer's house and you never had any sort of sexual relationship or contact with him at all. You really never did. You honestly didn't." And I would look at her curiously, and she hated that. Because by the end of it, she could, and I would believe her lies, but the truth is, most people, and I've really found this across everything, whether it's politics, morals, sexual history, it doesn't matter what it is. Most people, they cannot stand to look into the eyes of someone and repeatedly lie. They can't do it, dude. They can't fucking do it. It doesn't matter what it's about. It doesn't matter if it's personal or spiritual or whatever. If I look into a Muslim's eyes, when I say, hey man, I hate what Muhammad stood for, how he had sex with a fucking 9-year-old and married a 6-year-old, I can't stand it, but I love Jesus. When they want to start trying to curse Jesus to me because they think it's going to hurt me, even, dude, I know they can't. No one can. I'm like, what are you going to criticize about Jesus? Like, really? You're going to start trying to criticize Jesus because you think it'll hurt me? You can call me ugly or whatever. You could attack my family, my decisions, whatever. You could attack anything about me, and it's honestly not going to bother me. It's really not. The thing that bothers me, and I've said this for years most, is intent. if someone's intent is wicked, that's what bothers me, because I'm like, ew. You know, if you're just trying to hurt me, why are you trying to do that? Like, what have I done to you that makes you feel that you should try to hurt me? Because it's like, man, I'm not trying to hurt you. If you're gay, if you're a lesbian, if you're a prostitute, if you're whatever, right? I'm not trying to hurt you. If I say that those things are wrong and it hurts you, that's not the same thing as me trying to hurt you, right? But despite me feeling that way, man, people have absolutely said, man, I hate the way you feel. I hate the way you think. And, you know, at the end of the day, I smile and I don't take it personally at all, because I'm like, bro, I just remember they hated Jesus first. It's that simple. It doesn't matter how, you cannot be a good enough person to avoid being hated. So when people hate me, I'm like, man, I don't know. I'm not going to take it personally. If people call me these things, homophobic, transphobic, sexist, whatever, I'm like, I'm not going to be bothered. They hated Jesus before they hated me. And I already know I'm not fucking perfect. So again, you know, getting back to the kind of meat of where this sort of topic began, I don't mind confronting people and looking in their eyes and being like, is that really what you think? Is that honestly, like, really, is that what you think? Is that really how you feel? And, you know, there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. People will be intimidated by that. But I'm not, like, you know, I laugh at the idea. It's like, look, I couldn't judge you. Literally, I couldn't. You know why? Because my judgments don't mean anything. I could say you're a bad person, but, like, I don't pick where you go. I don't choose how Jesus and God sees you. Everything I think and say regarding judgment, it doesn't matter. If you want to know what righteous judgment is, you will look to Jesus and you will look to God. Everything I say otherwise, that's it. It doesn't matter. Right? And I love it. I love it. I really do. I'm like, thank Christ. Genuinely, thank Jesus, who is God himself, that I do not have to judge man. Because I'll tell you what, dude, if I had to judge man, I wouldn't even get into heaven. I would be destroyed. Like, dude, I would fucking totally have, I would have destroyed my fucking ass. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would have been like, nah. And it's not because of anything I've done. It's just because of the lack of good that I've done that I could have done. So yeah, I don't know, man. I could go on and on. All I can say simply and easily is I love Jesus, and when at the end of the day, Josh, you feel like I'm confronting you in a way that feels uncomfortable,
I'm pretty done for, dude. I got no ammo, and every time I go to go
I'm almost out of ammo.
I cannot get the refill ammo to work. I keep getting attacked so much.
I think it's worth pointing out that
I'm fucked. Wait, no. No. No, Josh, you can, okay, I'm down. Sorry, Josh, what were you saying?
Hold on, this is actually a difficult part in this video game. Give me 1 second. What's up, John?
If I may just say one thing, and it's one thing I just have learned about you over the years living with you, and it's not like an issue, I actually do respect it a lot, but there are times it does annoy me, is when you don't take a side. You literally will stay neutral in an argument. I respect it, but at the same time, it's also really annoying.
It can be frustrating, because you know, and I'm not speaking for John, I'm speaking for me, obviously. I want to know where you stand on stuff, because I am looking at you. I'm not asking you because I'm trying to corner you. Josh, like, let me be as clear as I can. I want to understand you. I love you, Josh. There's nothing you could say that would bother me, or I would be like, oh man, he doesn't deserve heaven, or, you know what I mean? So the last thing I ever want you to think is I'm trying to put you in a position where I'm like, Josh is a bad guy. I am the sort of person, when behind your back, Josh, I'm literally only saying good things. That's the truth of it. And if people start saying, you know, well, and I'll say this as well, there's nothing that I would not be willing to say to your face that I would ever say behind your back. And the only criticism I would give you, and it's kind of what John had just kind of said, is, you know, sometimes it gets a little frustrating when I'm like, Josh, I'm just asking you a question. I'm not trying to judge you. I'm not trying to say like you're wrong or dumb or whatever. I'm just trying to understand where you're at on this thing, you know, because I've already fully stated what I think. And then sometimes I get frustrated not being able to understand your position, right? So anyways, but that's the biggest criticism I could give you. If someone would come against me and be like, what is Josh's biggest crime? I'm like, oh man, sometimes I get annoyed. I don't really know what he thinks.
Well, like
You
I
see
said, I
how,
also
you
have-
see how, like, that's not a real criticism. Like, that's not condemning. I have no condemnation toward you or your character or personality. That's all I'm really saying.
I mean, I would say my worst crime is being a sex pervert, but
Yeah, I agree.
no, I mean,
But that's mine too.
what? No, I mean, the thing is that there's nothing even inherently wrong with cornering people. And I will say, I don't find the thing, because originally we were talking about,
Women and why they shouldn't be working because they suck.
well, that was a while ago, but no, we were talking about the car engine starting.
Oh, right. Good point.
And it being worth it or not, but, no, I don't find that to be contentious, what you said, and also, I didn't feel cornered. The only reason, because it's not a very controversial thing, right?
But you didn't give an answer.
The only reason that I was waiting for the point and not answering is, and what I was kind of trying to say before, is that it's not because I felt cornered.
So why did you not give me an answer? That's all I want to know.
That the conversation had gone a long way from where it started.
Right.
In a way that kind of felt like you were monopolizing the conversation, which makes me just feel like, all right, well, what's the point? Like, I don't know, man. Like, what are we like? This is like going off the rails a bit.
Now, I want to understand a little bit. So you felt that I had kind of taken full control of the conversation, right? Is that kind of somewhat fair? And so, but now I want to, because part of me is like, well, wait, I didn't say anything that was wrong or false, or I want to understand how to make it feel equitable, because I am not dominating the conversation. What I'm saying is this, right? And this might be part of the reason, right? There is an objective truth, and when we are talking, that means you, me, or me and any person. This is me, John. This is me and any person, my mom, a girlfriend, a stranger. I will always talk to you as though there is an objective, right or wrong, though I may be wrong and though you may be wrong. There is an objective truth, and we must find out what it is. And I feel like fundamentally with many people, dude, I think that's just intense. And I think for many people, it's highly uncomfortable, but I don't, and honestly, I'm not trying to be unfair.
Yeah.
Because I'm no judge.
I think
that's why if someone's like, yo, bro, you're a sinner who deserves death, I'm like, yeah, bro, you're right. Like, I actually do. I am a sinner who deserves death. Like, I deserve death because of the pornography I viewed, because of the mean, vengeful things I've said, because of the unloving, judgmental positions I've held. Dude, I deserve death for so many reasons. I mean, like, if I'm looking at it through the lens of Christ, through God, well, not through Christ. If I'm looking at, if I'm looking at it through the lens of Christ, I'm saying mercy, mercy, right? Forgive them, Father, they know not what they do. right? That's how I feel if I'm looking at it through Christ,
Excuse me.
who is God. Jesus is God. Now, if I'm looking at it through the Father's eyes, I'm saying, Lord, or I'm not saying Lord, I'm saying they know the wickedness that they are involved in, yet they do not cease. They must be punished. And I'm like, yeah, you know what, God? You're right. I do. Because
Here's
when I look at pornography, I do know that I'm doing wrong. I do know that I'm sinning against myself. I do know that it serves no good. That it is
So
all lust. It's not
let
love.
me
It's anything but pure. It deserves punishment. And this is,
let
again,
me
this
just
is,
say this.
go ahead.
Let me. What I would say is that what I kind of mean is that there are conversations that can have a very casual vibe.
Right.
I would agree with your characterization that I guess it can be intense. But like if a conversation is not that type, but then you try to make it that type.
But how
It's
am I
like-
making it that type? I'm pushing back a little bit here. How am I making it that type? Because some conversations, there's no easy way to have a conversation on what is right or wrong. Because either you are right or you're wrong. There's no easy way. And if you're wrong, am I supposed to make it sound comfortable for you that you're fundamentally wrong on something related to life? Like, does that make sense? Like, I don't, what I'm saying is I feel some conversations are inevitably uncomfortable. And however
Well,
they
yeah.
may come up
But
is, it will always be difficult, however they may come up. And because I'm naturally a person who's big on principles and stuff, oh damn, the bull beat the shit out of me.
Dude,
Um, Yeah, like, that's
I mean,
the
honestly,
thing.
part of it does just depend on my mood as well. I mean, there's nothing really purely objective, I guess, about a vibe, right? But yeah, it kind of has to do with the subject matter too. Like, I definitely would say that if we were talking about politics or religion or maybe something else, I would not be. I would expect for it to maybe get a little bit more contentious or not contentious, but
Josh,
to
honestly,
get a little bit more serious, right? And you know, whereas like sometimes I just want to like, you know, just like want to casually talk about car motors or whatever the fuck, right? Like, I mean,
if you want to get deep, bro, right? Were we talking about car motors?
Yeah.
well, I
We're
was talking to
talking
John
about
about how the. Do you know why I brought up the car motors?
Actually, no. I'm
it's
kind of curious.
system efficiency is how I understood it, but I'm not exactly sure
I'm not
why.
a car person, so I don't know really understand it.
It was actually a bad analogy on my part, but I will just say why I brought. Well, no, it was because not that bad of an analogy. It's just more extreme. You were saying how the John, you were saying how the what was it, the Elite controller for the Xbox
Oh,
had
yes.
the buttons that could like be
Pop up,
detached,
Yeah.
and I was basically just saying that that reminds me about how modern cars have systems that are so complex that they often aren't even worth it, or they're so hard to repair even though it sounds great. And I wonder if that type of controller would have that problem. But
Never owned one.
anyway, yeah, I don't know. I mean, all I'm really saying is that yeah, sometimes when this happens, sometimes when the conversation gets, I guess, I don't know what you would call it, it gets more serious or you go off on a diatribe, it's like, yeah, sometimes I don't even remember what we were talking about, honestly.
Oh wait, okay, because I was just peeing.
That's all.
Right? But Josh, at the end, Like, and I was unmuted even while I was peeing. But yeah, I cannot help but laugh because this conversation, which came all the way down to God and all these other things, you remember where the fuck it started? Do you remember? Because if you
Women.
don't, that's a problem. It is.
Women.
No. No. I asked you a specific question, Josh, and I still remember it. I'm
Well, this
3
is the
beers deep.
problem.
Josh, do you
Yeah,
remember the
the
question,
question about
yes
the
or
motor
no?
efficiency.
Yes. Do you remember what it was?
See, that's what you.
Josh, I just
Yes,
asked
I
you a
remember.
yes or no question about motors. I didn't ask you something about anything spiritual, dude. Like, it's not, I didn't ask you anything big. I just said, does it make sense that engineers decide it should only run if it is more efficient than it not running? That is the most brainless motherfucking question, dude. And I just wanted a yes or no answer. Honestly, the only reason I asked you that question is to know that you heard me, that you understood what I was saying, and that we were on the same page. And you refused to answer. And I'm like, well, John already said yes 3 times. But I cannot get a yes, no, or maybe from you. You're just silent. I'm like, yo, Josh, do you hear what I'm saying? John already said yes 3 times. I'm just trying to move forward in the conversation. This isn't meant to be spiritual or anything. I'm just asking you a question about engines, but it's literally like I'm talking to no one. John answered
Yeah,
3 times,
I
but you are
agree.
completely quiet. But
It
but
is like you're talking to no one.
why?
John, I hate to put you on the spot. Do you want to answer that? Do you have, you know, you know, you know where I'm going?
Not that deep into this.
Oh shit.
I'm playing like 2 video games at one time. Sorry.
Oh god. But anyway, yeah, I would completely agree, and it goes back to my point about why I didn't want to answer. And it's because you're going on such a diatribe so intensely and talking for so long that it is really just a conversation with one person. And that's a shame.
Okay, I disconnected for a second, though I heard the end, and I totally disagree. I mean, but there's no way around it with you, Josh, and
I mean,
I'm
there's
fine
ebbs
with
and
that.
flows to conversations. You have to ask people questions and give them a chance to speak.
Josh, why is it that me and John can both agree that the problem when it comes to you, our biggest criticism is we cannot get an answer on some simple questions,
Hey,
and this
I kind of
whole
respect that a little bit.
and
I mean, honestly,
I understand, but I don't defend, or rather, I don't excuse the simple fact that when I ask you like a yes or no question, like, hey, do you agree this makes sense? And you're totally silent, I'm like, hey, can you hear me? Like John already said yeah 3 times. Like am I saying something that doesn't sound right, or I'm not sure what's going on here. I'm just trying to like, do you get what I mean? And you're just totally quiet. I'm like, I'm not. You know what I mean? Of course, it comes across as frustrating because it's like I'm not. It's like, hey, if you disagree, that's
I
fine. I'm
do
just
remember.
kind of curious what you might disagree with. Sorry, I had to walk away for a moment.
what'd you say, John?
No, I actually do remember the question. The question was a simple, like, do you agree if starting or turning off and on the engine when the car is idling really that efficient? Yes or no?
Yeah. Well, the question that I asked,
Well, no, it was about if turning it off is better. Fuck, I ripped off my headphones. It's if turning it off is you get more value overall than leaving it on. That was literally it.
He asked
We
another
move
question
as a
after
team.
that. That's the one
Get
I
in.
was mentioning.
I could specify
That
the
was the one.
question, but the point is we're going back to a question that
Eyes
wasn't
open for a
answered
look.
from like 20 plus minutes ago, and it really gets back, or 10, 15, whatever. It really gets back to the idea of why does it have to go 15 minutes for me, 10, 5, whatever? Why is John able to answer the question 3 times before you give me one yes or no answer? When again, I'm not trying to trick you. I wasn't trying to fool you. It was nothing like that. I just wanted a genuine, like, what you think sort of answer.
What is this noise I'm hearing in the background?
It's mouse or mice or whatever. I'm trying to blow them up. Where are they? Oh, there they are.
Well, it's just weird because I was hearing like an extra echo. For some reason.
Oh, you're right. I hear that as well. I think it's Josh. Yeah.
Oh, my buttons?
I think I can hear
No,
you like an
no,
echo.
It's weird. I like hear people. It almost sounds like people talking in the background.
What time
Yeah.
is it? I don't want it to get too late. I mean, I don't know, man. I've already said my reason.
Your reason?
For not answering. Yeah, I have said it.
Okay, what was your reason? I guess I missed it. I'm starting the thing.
You did cut out a couple of times, so yeah, I mean, it's fine.
Want me?
Oh, you.
Get me.
Yeah. What was the reason?
They're coming through the dam.
Oh my gosh! I just scared the ever living shit out of me.
Mortar's good.
Let me try to remember it. Because it is such a shame. I felt that I said it so well, but then you had cut out. But now, hold on, I paused my game. I'm trying to think.
I don't know, man. A lot of the times, again, I'm just asking you like questions, and it feels like you're not involved in the answer or discussion. I don't know. You know,
think
your
that-
answer could be 5 million different things, and all I could say is like, I'm just trying to know how you feel about flying. I'm not trying to trick or confuse, or I don't know. It's not whatever you're thinking. Like, there's nothing I can do if I can't convince you, because it's, I don't know. All I really had to say about that at the end of the day was like, it does just get frustrating, because it's like, I just want your answer. I'm not trying to fool any shit. Yeah. But I don't know. It seems you think otherwise, which I guess, whatever.
I don't think it's about. No, I'm not saying that I think you're asking the question in bad faith at all.
Yeah, I keep running out of ammo at the
Like,
worst.
or something like that.
Yeah, I don't
That's
know
not-
then. I don't know. I
that's
don't
not
know
what
why
I
you don't
believe.
answer. What? So why don't you answer? That's all I really want to know. Genuinely. That's all I really want to know. I'm not
Well,
sure what I'm
I
doing
can-
wrong.
You're not doing anything wrong.
Okay.
I can tell you why I didn't answer that time,
All right.
which is that I felt that the conversation, you had talked for so long. I mean, also, maybe it is kind of, I guess, part of the problem is that I'm playing Spelunky, but I don't know.
I
That
talked
even though
for
I
so
understood
long.
the exact question you were asking, I could barely remember how the conversation had even gotten to that point. Like, I felt from when I first started talking about the car engines till that question, it was hard to get a word in edgewise for, a while. I don't know, a little bit, a while, felt like a while. And I don't know, it made me reluctant to answer.
I know. You felt
Although I'll be
trapped.
honest,
I
I
don't.
wasn't sure. I mean, I believe you, but at the time I did think, yeah, maybe it's not being asked in good. Maybe it is rhetorical. I don't know. I mean, I believe what you say, though. I'm just saying my thoughts at the time. Was kind of unsure where you were going with it.
And all I
legitimately.
can say, Josh, and I hear you and I get that, but I'm saying I just don't appreciate or respect that, because it's like sometimes it feels like we'll have a conversation for, say, it'll go on for an hour or 2 hours or 3 hours, right? And I'll just ask you a simple yes or no question where there is genuinely, there's no trick. It's just like, do you agree that this sentence makes sense? And you're like, huh, I don't know. And I'm like, okay, so you don't agree, and it's like, well,
Is that not an answer?
maybe, and it's like,
I mean, if I'm unsure,
but I'm just
shouldn't
asking a
why
yes
should
or
I say
no.
yes or no?
Because Josh, some questions are yes or no. Like it's not
And
always
some aren't.
yes. Okay, I agree. Some are not. I agree. But some are. That's why when I said before, does it make sense that an engineer would choose to turn an engine off when it would save more energy, or rather be more efficient than having the engine turned on? Yes or no? And you're like, I don't know. I'm like, all right, well, wait, what? I want to make sure we're on the same page with this question. So, what part of it's confusing? The way the engineer's thinking, or like the conditions, or the preposition? Like I'm not, because again, and I might be, fuck, dude. I'm gonna say it outright. I might be being a dick to John by assuming you're more of an engineer than he is, because I do think of you as more of an engineer because of your degree.
I mean, to be fair, I will say this as well, because that was actually what I was thinking about a little bit when you were asking that question, even though I knew what you meant. You meant in this discussion, we're all engineers. We're all thinking about this as engineers, or at least that's what I think you meant.
I meant we're all thinking about this logically about when I think of engineer, I think about efficiency. What is effective and efficient? And if you can get effective and efficient, ooh, man, bro, you are coming. You are climaxing as the engineer. If you got effective and efficient, bro, you are nutting in that fucking.
Went from vibing to climaxing very quickly.
Bro, if you are both efficiency and effective, you are a master engineer. There's no way around it. Like, I feel like definitively, if you are efficient and effective, you are a master engineer. In whatever system you've created, you must fall under that category. I don't know how else to think about it. You might disagree, and that's fine.
Effective includes safe, then I would agree.
Well, dude, it's not very effective if you're killing 3 out of 5 of the people working on it, right? It's not very effective if you're killing 1 out of 10 of the people. Like, come on now. Obviously, if you're killing motherfuckers or people are,
though, right? Maybe 1 in 1,000 is okay. I don't know. It depends. But yeah,
an engineer is not saying it makes sense if X amount of people are dying, right? Come on. I don't know, man. Like, I'll be honest, Josh. Sometimes I talk to you.
For a
Josh,
small amount of people to get
I
hurt,
give you a lot of
What do you
credit. And honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I feel like I don't give John nearly as much credit as I give him, and I give you far too much credit. And I'm worried now that maybe it's because of the degree. Because like I'm getting to the point where, bro, we're both like almost in our 30s, and I'm asking you yes or no questions where you're like, ooh, I don't feel comfortable, like I don't want to answer that. And I'm like, yo, bro, John gave me an answer 3 times. It's a simple question. Like, you're not being tricked, you're not being fooled. Like, if we were at work, I'd be like, yo, bro, I'll be honest, I would not be happy with Josh as an engineer, but I would be very happy with John. And it's not because John agrees with me. It's because,
I've told you multiple times why I didn't answer the question. It has nothing to do with the contents of the question, the objective
and I'm telling you, dude,
question.
I need, as engineers, we need to not only provide answers, but reasons. And if you're not providing me an answer, you better believe you're not providing me a reason.
Answer to you? What are you talking about?
Oh, an answer to the question, dude. Engineers solve problems. What do you mean? Like, I'm actually, no, you got me confused as fuck. Now you got me a little bit on edge, dude, because when you're asking me, answer to me. No, not answer to me. Just answer the question. It's not like some specific engineer developed thing. It's like, I just asked you a simple question. You know, like, you know how you're at work and sometimes you get an email where someone asks you a question? It's not an engineering test, but how you're able to effectively answer the question, it does say how effective of an engineer you are. Because either you have the information available or you are gonna find the information. Because as an engineer, like in my department, if someone asks me a question, bro, I'll tell you what, I don't know. That's not a fucking answer. That is not something I ever say to anyone under any situation. I will get you an answer. I will find an answer. I will tell you shortly. I will have an answer shortly. That's all I know as an engineer. So when I'm asking you a question and you're unable to provide me an answer, I'm like, yo, I don't like this. I do not like this. As an engineer, this is not gonna fucking work. Like, and so when you feel the intensity, Josh, like you're talking to a man who has brothers who work on F-35 jet engines as top secret assignments. You're talking to a man who spent 7 years in Embry-Riddle. I don't like not getting fucking answers when I'm talking to people who I
You don't like
expect.
it?
Yes, dude, because I
Get the fuck
expect the.
over it.
Well,
Get
too
the
fucking
fuck over
bad,
it.
dude. I expect the people I associate with to be effective enough that they can answer a question. They don't have to be right, but they have to give a fucking answer. You better believe if I'm looking at someone's test and they didn't even try, they're getting a 0. But that person who at least tried to provide an answer will get something. That's it. So, like, that's how I look at shit as a friend. That's
you're
how I
really
look
out
at
of
shit
line, man.
bro, I'm telling you, that's
You're
how I
way out of
look
line
at
here.
shit. That's fine. That's fine, dude. That's how I look at shit. All the time, every day of my life, that's how I look at shit. I'm out of line, that's fine. That's how I look at stuff. That's how I work. That's how I think. That's how I exist. I exist out of line. You better believe it. Every day, dude, I exist out of line, and I love it, dude. It works.
What'd you say, John?
I just set myself on fire by mistake and almost got myself freaking killed.
Every day it works, dude. I don't know what to say.
Just all take a deep breath. But don't let it out.
It's like part of me, you know, I never want to understand what my brother says when he says fuck poor people. But like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, man, people don't want to have answers. They just want other people to answer to them. They don't want to ever have answers. And I'm like, that's how you end up poor and homeless. You never have answers. And it sucks, and I don't want people to be homeless, but I'm like, fuck, man. That's what out of line looks like. Like, you're gonna end up homeless if you just never end up with answers with shit. If you think, I don't gotta answer to you, I don't gotta, whatever, man. Like, you don't actually, and I know that, Josh, you don't gotta answer to me. You don't have to be in the call, you don't have to talk to me, you don't have to hang out with me, you don't have to invite me over, nothing. Like, you have no responsibility to me. You don't have to answer me, obviously. But, like, if we're friends, that's the expectation. The same thing, Josh, if you ask me a question, I'm going to answer. Not because I owe it to you, not because I'm going to lose my job, not because I'm going to lose a friend, not because I'm going to be shot or hurt or killed, or I'm going to lose money or anything like that. I'm going to answer you. You know why? Because if you're asking a question, you're my friend, I love you, I respect you, I'm just going to answer. It's not that you have to threaten me or that something has to be at stake. What?
I mean,
to me, it's like if somebody asks me a question, the reason I feel obligated to answer is because they actually care what I think.
Yes, that's the thing, yeah, bro.
Like,
I
care
care.
so much to ask me the question that it's like, okay, yeah, I'll give you an answer. Like, I didn't know you cared about my opinion.
Yes,
I
dude,
mean, that's
Josh,
fair,
I
but
care what you
that
think.
is
Do you not
far,
get that? Have you not take I care what you think? Like
dude.
a yes
And
or no
that's okay.
question. Let
That's
me say
fair,
this. Let me say this. Do you not realize
but that's
after all this, before and after, two separate questions I have before I'll shut the fuck up, right? Two separate questions. Before this conversation and after this conversation, do you not realize, Josh, I'm asking you what you think because I think what you think is valuable. Like, yes or no? I
no, I
think,
understand.
yeah, I'm not, because I think
Look,
you
I
are in
didn't
the
mean to
top.
disrespect you
I see your minds.
by not answering. I didn't mean it in a mean way.
And I get that.
But and honestly, if you had said that, see, I didn't even really understand that you took it that way, but you're over here. And I will also say this, and this isn't John, don't take this
Careful.
the wrong way,
I don't ever.
but well, should I even get into that? I'm not even going to get into it, but
Keep coming.
Save
yeah,
it.
it's all right.
You might as well,
It's
because
just,
the
you know,
degree factor I feel like comes up. Like,
it would be better to just clearly communicate why it bothered you, I guess, rather than just insult me as an engineer. Like, I mean, what am I supposed to say to that?
well, okay, so here's my question to you, right? How do you feel insulted is one question. And then the second is, well, yeah, no,
You said
that's
you
my
would feel
first.
good about having me as an engineer. I mean, does it really have to get that personal? When what really seems to have bothered you about me not answering the question is just that it bothers you that I wouldn't answer because you care what I think. Like, there's two very different things.
I'm gonna,
One
well,
of them
okay.
feels a lot more personal to me. Like,
Both
why do you
are-
have to insult my profession?
Because when I use the word engineer, I use it. Sometimes I don't fall under the category of engineer. It's something, it's a title that is prestigious for a fucking reason. And when I say my brothers who work on F-35 engines, sometimes I hear the shit they say, and I want to say, and I do say, like, bro, what are you fucking talking about? Like, when I say I talk to F-35 engineers, like, what the fuck are you talking about? I don't do that because I'm like, oh, I'm smarter than you. I'm better at you than your job. It's like, look, we all need to be in check. When we're being engineers, we actually do need to be analytical. We need to be in check for what we're saying. So you have to hold me accountable as well. So if you ask me a yes or no question, the only way to be fair and objective is, look, we need to be accountable to simple shit. If we can't, we might disagree on the yes or no, that's fine. But it being like, I don't want to have any position at all because I'm concerned it might make me look X, Y, or Z. It's like, well, now I really cannot talk to you. If I can't get a yes or no answer out of you, I can't talk to you. Because who am I talking to?
What are we doing? Find those parts for God's sake.
Like, it's like, well, if I say yes or no. Well, anyways, I don't want to get too abstract. Right, so as far as the personal element, yes, when I look at you and John, I do look at you, Josh, as having more experience in the engineering academic field. So when I test you with simple yes or no shit, yeah, I do expect you to logically and reasonably be able to form a conclusion, right? That's something we had to form a thesis. We had to make an idea.
Yeah, but you're testing me, but I don't, I didn't want to be tested at that moment.
Well,
I didn't
look,
sign up for that.
you can say test. I'm using it as test because I'm choosing to use the harshest language, but in reality, right? I'm using test as the harshest language. I could also say realistically, I just asked you a yes or no question. Do you agree this makes sense? And you didn't give me here's the important thing, Josh. This is the most important thing I could emphasize. It's not that you gave me an answer I disagreed with. It's not that I said, oh, you're not an engineer because you and I disagree. I said, I don't feel like you're an engineer because you're unwilling to state a position at all. And when it comes to me and engineering discussions, you have to be able to state why you think what you think. First and
I know.
foremost, let alone if you
Yeah.
disagree with something.
I can appreciate. I can appreciate that you want to know what I think. But this is kind of what I was trying to say before, is that, honestly, it's Friday night, right? Yeah. I am fucking tired, and that's kind of what I led with as to why I didn't want to get that deep. Because you were
not
very
deep.
intensely asking me, very intensely, angrily even, I would say,
All right, Josh.
you were getting.
If that's how you
And
feel.
I'm tired, and I wanted to have a casual, I want to relax. That's the reality
John,
of it.
or I mean, sorry,
appreciate-
Josh.
Bro, I appreciate, no. I appreciate that you want to know what I think about things, but the reality is, I'm not going to have the energy to get so deep into things every single time, every single conversation. That's all I can literally say. And dude, I mean, if that makes me a bad engineer in your eyes, whatever. You know, it is what it is at that point. Weird,
Okay.
but whatever.
That's, man. All right. I don't know. If that's your takeaway, I guess. Fair. Yeah. I don't know, man. Josh, I want you to be like, and I want this to be mutual, right? I want you to be the sort of person who I can say, I want Josh to be a part of my team. It's that simple. I want Josh to be a part of my team. But when I have private, like, this isn't even a work conversation, Josh. When I have a private conversation and I ask you a yes or no question and you're like, whoa, I feel cornered, I don't feel comfortable answering that, I'm like, yo, bro, it's shit. Like, John answered this 3 times. Like, I don't know. I'm not trying to make you, I'm just asking, like, I'm just trying to have a conversation. It is chill. It is relaxed. You're not being punished at work. No one's judging you. Like, you realize you're not going to lose any pay. And the fact that
John,
at the
what
end
are
of
you
the
saying?
day, at the
I
end
want
of
to
the
hear
fucking,
John. I want to fucking hear what John has to say.
I just said I understand the turn off the brain on a Friday night though, 100%.
Yeah.
so John gets to turn off the brain. I get that as well. I totally get that message. John can turn off his brain as well. But I asked John a simple yes or no question. I worded it as simply as I possibly could. And you're like, I don't know. I don't feel comfortable answering that. The reason why at the end of the day, I'm like, I don't want to make it personal, right? Because that's not really what it's about.
It doesn't really feel worth it, but
But worth what? I just wanted to get, if
worth
you said
making
like,
it personal.
John, or Josh, if you just wanted to say like, hey, you know, I don't know, I didn't really understand the question. I guess I'm not that engaged. I don't really want to give an answer. I'd be like,
Well,
oh
I
yeah,
understood
all
the
right,
question.
well, and then I would have
I
carried
understood the
on.
question.
So if you understand the question, oh my god, you're making my fucking brain hurt, Josh, now. Okay, so if you understood the question, why were you so uncomfortable giving an answer to me in such an inconsequential conversation? Can I please have an answer why you refused to answer me for like 30 plus minutes, please? Because
Wait,
it's
I
a
did
little
answer.
frustrating. You felt like it was too intense?
No.
Okay, then I still
I've
don't
already
understand. Then I don't fucking
Dude, I
get it.
answered.
Then what? Please tell me again. You
God,
felt like
okay.
it dragged on for too long, that you couldn't give a yes or no. I just want a simple explanation. That's all. You didn't understand the question? You weren't interested in answering, or what?
I
Just
I don't know, man. I mean, what, John?
No, I can't figure out how to get this last car part.
Oh. Let me try to phrase it.
We gotta
save
save green golds.
I mean, I almost don't want to answer because this is like at least the third or fourth time I'm giving this answer. Like, you have to
All right,
understand, I'm
Josh.
getting
I
a
don't
little
care
tired of
anymore. If
giving
you
the
don't
same
want to
answer.
answer it, then fine. I'm sorry I asked. Forget it, dude. I don't care. You don't care. Forget it. I don't know. Whatever, dude. It don't matter. I'm gonna grab this car part. And I'm gonna turn it into gold.
Were you able to
green bird.
get to it? Because I can't figure out how to get to it.
Let me just quick grab it. Yeah, I'm not actually. You're right. I'm not sure where it is.
Oh wait. Oh, this garage wasn't open before. Somebody opened this. Oh wait, it's not even the right one. Oh,
All right,
I guess we
nice.
got it rolling anyway. Cool.
We got to get to the van.
Running,
All right, I'm running, dude. I'm
running.
running to the van. All right, this is the escape.
We need the other person. Oh my gosh, there's a massive horde.
Oh fuck.
Do you see them running over?
Yeah,
the
dude.
It's like, dude, that
Wait,
is
how do we
so
mark?
cool.
Oh no, I threw a grenade! Oh god. How do I mark? Oh, there we go. All right, we're good. We're good. Woo.
I did not like that guy was just watching.
Yeah, man. I don't know, Josh. Sometimes, you know, like I said, and I've said it in the past before, and I admit it, it's totally hard to have a conversation with you sometimes. I guess if it's on Friday night or whatever. I don't know what night you want to have a certain type of conversation, but like the conversation I think that can be had on a Friday night where I'm just talking with John and I'm like, yeah, does it make sense that, you know, from an engineering perspective, you wouldn't want an engine running if it made more sense to have it not running? And they're like,
I could totally
whoa.
educate you.
They're like,
Well,
whoa, I
John
don't
is,
know how I feel about that. I'm like, wait a minute. I thought I just made the simplest possible shit in the world. I thought. I tried to make it simple. I mean, it wasn't even meant to be rhetorical as much as to be the foundation of a discussion. Wait, I'm gonna back out because I'm almost kind of worried this guy's hacking. This guy's level 999.
I saw
there's
that.
honestly,
Yeah, we're on level tech support. I'm gonna put us in a different level.
What time is it? 'Cause I do want to get that case of water. It is 5 to 10, Josh, just so you know.
yeah, I was thinking of going around like 11 maybe.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Not
is this
sure
the
what the
right
best
level?
time to go
Fuck.
is though.
Me neither. Just go with it.
I don't know, man. I mean, you clearly take
Oh,
it.
this is
You
right.
seem to take it very personal, just simply that I wouldn't answer.
Josh, it's not about me taking it personal. It's that the whole conversation stops because I'm trying to have a conversation with you and John. And John's like, yeah, I totally get what you mean. I understand. And I'm like, hey, Josh, do you get what I mean? You know, what I'm saying? Or, you know, what do you think? And you're like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, well, what do you think about this idea? You're like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, well, here's the general idea I'm thinking about. What do you think about it? And you're like, I don't know. And I'm like, all right, dude. You know, by the end, I'm like, I don't know what you think, Josh. I forget the conversation, forget the whole thing, fuck the whole conversation. I was just curious what you thought. And by the end, I'm like, forget it. The conversation seems, and I don't know why, it seems totally fucking impossible to the point that I'm like, yeah, never mind. I don't know. John gave me an answer, you know, 15, 30 fucking minutes ago to a simple yes or no question. For some reason, when I'm trying to talk to you, it's like, I don't know what to think about that. I'm like, I tried to make it simple. I'm just trying to you know, and the craziest part to me, Josh, is I'm talking while playing a game. Like, I'm not talking while trying to hyper focus on the conversation. So when I ask you a stupidly simple question that Josh, or, you know, that John is easily able to answer without thinking about, and again, there is no right or wrong answer. That's what kind of frustrates me. Is there is no right or wrong answer. You could be like, "Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure. You know, I don't know." And I'd be like, "Oh, all right. Well, I think this," and I would just continue on. But you won't say anything, and I'll be like, "Hey, do you hear kind of what I'm saying? Like, is what I'm saying making sense to any capacity? I want to make sure that what I'm saying makes sense." before I continue on. You don't have to agree, but I just want to make sure that you understand what I'm saying. And it's like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, all right, well, let me reiterate. And it's like, oh, I don't know. Okay, well, does this make sense? Oh, I don't know. It's like, okay, well, bro, like at the end of the day, it's like, I'm just trying to, help you understand what I'm explaining. And if you're constantly like, I don't know, I do get fucking annoyed because I'm like, man, I've explained this in every possible way I could possibly imagine a human beginning to explain this idea. And they're just like, I don't know. I'm like, damn, I feel like I'm talking to myself, but I'm not trying to talk to myself. I'd rather, if you're not interested or engaged in the conversation, I'd rather just talk to John or just talk to Chad or just talk to myself, right? If you're not engaged, that's fine. But I feel like sometimes I think this is where the frustration comes from. Sometimes you engage me like you're engaged in the conversation, but you totally and completely refuse to acknowledge anything that I ask you that I'm like, Josh, I think is interested in what I'm saying, but I'm asking him a question. He's not giving me any answer. I'm not sure what to think. And so you get me both confused and frustrated. Because I'm like, I think Josh is listening, but also maybe I'm not explaining what I'm saying very clearly. And then I feel like maybe I'd be better off just talking to John about the idea and you occasionally chiming in. I don't know. But I don't want to exclude you from the conversation. I thought you were interested and engaged, and that's why I was talking to you. So I don't know what to say, Josh. I really don't.
Sometimes there's nothing to be said.
The river's this way, but we can't get
I agree with that.
It honestly hurts my feelings.
I
You would
agree.
say that it might be better off without me in the call.
That's not what I said, because I enjoy you in the call, but I'm like, well, it seems like you don't want to engage with anything that I'm saying at all. That's the part that hurts me. I would always prefer you be in the call. I love having me, you, and John. I love these discussions. But then I'm like, well, it doesn't seem like you want to answer me at all. And then and I'll say this is my fault. I get stuck up trying to involve you and be like, hey, do you agree? Does this make sense? What do you think about this? What are your thoughts on this? What do you think? And you're like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, well, am I being too much? Am I being this? Am I being that? Any direction at all. And it starts to get like, all right, what I'm saying is this. It starts to feel like you would prefer that I just not involve you in the conversation and I just only acknowledge John. Like, hey, John, what do you think about this idea? And if John's like, yeah, that makes sense, then I just continue on and don't acknowledge you at all. Right? But to me, that seems kind of mean. I love when you're in the call and I want to understand how I might, be coming. Excuse me, I got the hiccups a little bit. I want to know and understand how I might be coming at it from a way that doesn't really make, sense or that you don't agree with. Because I love the discussion. But sometimes I feel like you almost get annoyed that I'm asking you a question. And then I get annoyed because I'm like, well...
That's kind of true. Yeah, that is kind of it.
Yeah,
But it's not the question that's annoying.
Well, what is? I'm trying to involve that, bro. It honestly, as dumb as it might sound, maybe it's the alcohol. It breaks my fucking heart because I'm like, dude, I'm trying to involve you in the conversation, so you want to be involved, so you want to join the call, and so I'm like, hey, Josh, what do you think about this? And you're like, oh, I don't know. Like, oh, well, what about this kind of thing? And you're like, I don't know. I'm like,
If I may just add one thing, if you didn't want to talk about a certain subject, you could just say so too. No hard feelings if you don't want to talk about a certain subject.
yeah, or you didn't have an opinion. I'm all right with that if you just say like I don't have opinion. But I feel like what I'm really trying to say is this. I feel like I'm leaving you behind when I'm asking you what do you think about this? And you're like, oh, I don't know. My first thought is I must not, maybe I was talking when Josh was playing a game, or maybe I was talking when he wasn't able to focus. My first thought is I didn't do you a service by including you enough in the conversation. That's how I feel when you don't have any opinion at all. So you're right. It honestly, at the end of the day, it's probably my fault. It really is probably my fault, because naturally, it is my fault. I'll actually say that outright. It's my fault because I feel, as John has even mentioned, and I'm not trying to use this against you, but you do have a tendency to, I feel like, try to gather information as much as you can rather than have a position, which I do feel is logically a fair thing and a logical thing to do, because I mean, who are we to join every, idea with some new perspective than to be the person to maybe offer perspective to people who have experience, right? So I totally get. And and I'm trying to get better with this, right? I don't think you're doing necessarily anything wrong, as much as I'm trying to bridge the gap between why it sometimes seems very difficult for us to communicate, even though we both seem, this is what I find very interesting, we both seem to very greatly enjoy talking with each other. And so when I'm like, well, I don't know, there's something going on that's making it difficult for us to effectively communicate. I'm like, something's wrong. Maybe it's me, maybe it's him, maybe, I don't know. I don't know for sure. Right? And so I'm starting to think, all right, it's got to be me, obviously, right? Because I'm 50% of the whole interaction, at minimum, at bare minimum, assuming time speaking is not a factor explicitly, but maybe effort is most, considered, because I think you're a good listener, and I give you a lot of credit for that. That's why, honestly, Josh, and I'll say it like this. This is the last thing I'll probably say on this whole topic, right? Well, I won't say it's the last thing I'll say on the whole topic, but it's certainly the most important thing I could probably say is that you're a very good listener. And I probably do far more talking than is actually beneficial to my cause of understanding. And so I think your effective listening skills bridge the gap of my poor, maybe attention or patience skills. I think your listening is very good. And your patience makes up for my lack of. And I give you a lot of, I love you for that, Josh. You know that? I thought about it actually earlier today. I was like, man, I really regret not having driven down to spend, a whole weekend with Josh and John. Even though I talked to John more than I talked to Josh, I feel like it was a disservice to not be down just hanging out with Josh. Yeah, that's all I would say.
Are you still up in PA?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I thought you went back to Florida already.
I know, dude. I've been here for so long. As it turned out, I kind of felt like it would be a burden for me to be here for extra long, because, I got my dogs, and they actually have had no accidents for probably the past. Actually, wait, no. Peanut did have an accident on the tile floor. But otherwise, there's been no accidents in the carpet for a very, a good amount of time.
This weekend. I say come on down, but yeah, I don't want you to get stuck here.
I know, it's gonna get really bad, I heard. Really. And so, as it turns out, my mom had mentioned, she was like, oh man, I love that you're staying here, because my mom went back to Florida. And she was like, oh, I love that you're staying here, because as it turns out, I felt like I was being a burden being here extra long. But bro, my sister doesn't really want to be here during you know, not the hurricane, sorry, the snowstorm by herself. It's like she'd much prefer me being here, because God forbid some shit happens where I'm like, all right, fine, let's just me, you know, me and my sister and the dogs. Let's go to a fucking hotel. I'll pay for the fucking hotel. Whatever. It is what it is. You know, it's probably a great stress relief to my mom and me also making sure the generator and everything else kind of manages. Because tomorrow I'm gonna have to make sure the generator works and all that shit. Ugh.
I guess that's kind of the bummer thing that you can work remotely is you don't get a snow day now.
Oh yeah, no, dude, I don't get snow days.
My boss already messaged me before I left work. He goes, if FedEx is open, I'm gonna leave it up to you to make the decision if you want to come in.
Right.
And I straight up told him, I was like, dude, I don't mind coming in. I just want to make sure it's beneficial for me to come in. If FedEx is willing to come in Monday night to pick up samples, I'll come in Monday. But if they're not going to pick up my samples at the end of the day on Monday, then why go in?
Damn.
Because all my stuff is time sensitive and temperature sensitive. So it has to go immediately. And if I can't do that, then I'm not pulling any of those samples that are currently stored away right now. So he goes, okay, then we'll see what happens Monday. And I was like, yeah, either they'll pick up my samples and I'll come in, or I'm staying home because I'm just not going to sit at work for hours at a time twiddling my fingers. Start with an ARK-103 assault rifle. Oh, I like that.
Oh, nice.
I just got that for the gunslinger. I'm up to the third. I guess this is the third tier of perks, so I just unlocked my third perk.
Oh, we are? Okay, it's not bad. Let me see. What do I got to upgrade here?
So I'm making progress. I'm level 9. Hold the horses. I'm leveling up here.
I think I might have to level up my PDW a little more. This perk, that's unoccupied. Nope, can't do that.
Oh, I guess this is like a special gun that's for this particular class, because I don't see it here in the weapon customization. Oh, wait. I was looking in the wrong spot. Here it is. ARK assault rifle. Okay.
You know what, Josh? I also will say I do make judgments of conscientiousness. And that to me is a huge deal. It's one of the biggest things to me. But also, I might be failing in it as well, so don't think... Trust me, dude, don't think you have no reason to judge me. I have every reason to be judged. I mean, like, honestly, dude. Like, dude, I've smoked weed basically every probably work day of the past, like, month and a half. Like, but also, I've had only, let's see, probably 1 remake under my name in the past, maybe 2 remakes, actually, in total in the past 6 or so months. So it's like, when it comes to the whole complacency and all these other things, I totally get it. I totally get where people, I mean, and I'm not saying you're being complacent. I'm really saying that, like, there's a great disparity. Ooh, I got a nice upgrade on this assault carbine, actually. Scope and, ooh, extended mag, I think. A nice compensator, a better sight, and a freaking grip. Nice. But, yeah, man, I'm very judgmental. I mean, you know, I'm a scumbag, dude. I'm a piece of shit. Jesus should not have saved me, dude. He should have let me burn in hell. Like,
That's crazy. Josh, are you still here?
He might not be here.
That's kind of what I was thinking because when he didn't respond, I don't know if he's actually here.
No, yeah, I mean,
No, it says he's still in the thing, but he's not talking. He might be super focused in Spunky.
and also one of the reasons why I feel the way I have is because, dude, it hurts my fucking head thinking about. And it's not because it's anything I can help. It's because of kind of the way things are, right? So this whole past week has been incredibly slow for me. And instead, David has been taking on most of the work. And I love David, dude. I don't want him to be taking on work. I don't want him to be stressed at work, dude. I feel like I've been waiting for work to come in. Meanwhile, he's been bombarded. And he literally will say to me like, "Yeah, I don't mind while we're slow." And I told him this week, I was like, that he told me, he was like, I think he said either Thursday or Wednesday, he had 8 different reprograms. 8! Oh my god, dude. Fuck, dude. That hurts my head so much, dude. Oh my god. 8 different reprograms. I've dude. I've been smoking weed at home waiting for work to come in while David has been constantly bombarded with reprograms. And I've told David on numerous occasions, send me the reprograms, let me do it. Like, oh man, I feel so bad for David. There's no reason. Oh. No, dude. I'm glad I realized this, whether I'm under the influence of alcohol or not. This needs to end. At my job, 8 reprograms in one day. No, this needs to end. There's literally no fucking way. This is the sort of thing, because, I haven't actually mentioned this to my mom. My mom was the one who made me realize I should have been pissed the first time. I think I need to call my mom tomorrow just to vent to her about how David had done 8 reprograms and I'd done basically nothing.
Why is she mad about that?
Dude, I need everyone. What do I do? How do I stop this, dude? Like, genuinely, I need solutions. How do I stop my coworker David, who's 60 plus years old, from tolerating this
Dude, that's their generation, because I could not do the same thing for the 72-year-old I used to work with. He was the same way. He'd take on more without ever telling me. I'm like, dude, share the load. And he's like, nope, no reason to. I was like, fuck, so I have to be the one to look out for you. I literally became his babysitter because I would not let him get away with it.
I need to actually, you're right. I think that's right. I think I need to tell David, stop taking on my reprograms. Anytime my job needs to be reprogrammed, let me take an hour, 45 minutes to do it. There's no reason you should be rushing through it, because as he said to me this week, he's like, man, I've gotten so used to doing reprograms. It's amazing. What?
Are you lagging, or is it just me? Because this guy named 980MG...
Oh, I'm lagging, you're right.
Okay.
Oh, I've got 150 ping. You've got 150... Yeah, we've all got 150 plus. Yeah, you're right, dude. Drone Master DJ Renzino.
Well, no, like, everybody else isn't lagging on my screen. It's just the 980MG guy. He's, like, the only one that's, like, glitching around the area. And I just want to make sure it wasn't just me, because I'm like, is this guy actually hacking, or...
No, we're all lagging except for that one guy, because I just looked at our ping. We're literally everyone's 150 ping, except for DG Reno.
So she
He's got
must be-
20.
I'm reloading. This way.
Yeah, she must be the host then.
Zeke or
Yeah,
Type.
no.
No solo missions.
I'm gonna type to him.
Found a tunnel between the trees.
Nothing like tight spaces for fighting Zeke.
I'm
Oh
hearing
shit, where'd
Zeke
you guys
everywhere.
go? Oh, here we go. I was like, I don't remember where to go, and then it's like, yeah, it's right there.
I mentioned to DJ, man, you're host and you're lagging terribly. Because obviously I'm streaming and I'm host, and so like I probably would not make a good host, but the fact that DJ's host and we're all lagging, it's like, alright,
I
well
really
that's...
don't care. This isn't really that bad. I've experienced.
No,
so
dude,
much
trust me. Trust me. I know you're thinking it's experience, but man,
worse.
it feels
I don't
good,
know.
bro. When you're using your what gun are you using right now?
I'm using a pistol right now just to save ammo on my assault rifle.
Are you landing headshots?
Yeah, actually pretty good.
Oh, okay.
Even though it's delayed, I kind of understand how to fix it. And I think there's a setting I have on because my game has actually been pretty much like, not that it auto locks, but it does put the crosshair automatically slightly ahead of the zombies, and I've been getting those headshots.
No, I agree, dude. But this one, nah, dude. Trust me, this is not how the game's supposed to play at all. This lag is fucking wild. No, dude, we're at 150
Yeah,
ping,
it's like
dude.
300 FPS, so like the lag is really not that.
No, dude, you trust me, you would not play League of Legends or any other game at
Oh, hell
150
no, not
ping.
with this. With this kind of lag, this would be awful on League of Legends.
Dude, League of Legends, that sort of game is even, if I was playing, I could play Malzahar at 155 ping. I cannot play this game at 155 ping. Not a chance in
Really,
fucking
I'm the
hell.
opposite. I can't play that League of Legends with 60 ping or more.
Dude, trust
But
me, this game is way more effective with every single bullet. My shit is so ineffective right now. 155 ping is, we can't, dude. There's no way. This is medium difficulty. I'm about
Somebody's
to.
watching Netflix.
This is no, bro. I play on like I try to play on insane difficulty. I'm struggling on freaking hard, which
this hard?
is
Is that what Three Skulls are?
or no, I normally play on extreme actually. I try to play on extreme. And we're playing on hard right now and we're struggling
Is that
with
what
hard.
Three Skulls are?
So like basically there's extreme, then there's insane, then there's hard, then there's normal, then there's easy. And we're playing on hard. And I'm struggling.
Holes in this fence and way too high.
But I'm used to playing on extreme, which is 2 difficulties higher.
Okay, so that's the 5 skulls.
Yeah. I'm used to playing on max skulls. We're trying to play on 3.
Yeah. Need more room to build speed.
We're definitely. Oh god. Yeah, bro. This lag is insane. You know, like part of me says I literally cannot let you think that this is normal gameplay. This is not.
No. This is the first time I've noticed the lag, but it's.
This
still
is
really-
insane lag, dude.
This is bearable.
Yeah, trust me, if you play frequently, it's not. It's genuinely not. My AK should be able to literally get 3 headshots per bullet. Yeah, dude, trust me, this is not. Wow, that's actually interesting to me, though.
Are we good? Are we ready to do this?
I mean, I have red bars popping up. I have
Oh
155.
yeah, no,
ping.
like once we got into the train station, the red bar popped up.
Yeah, this is not a
And
dude.
it's there.
I'm at 149, 150. This is not
Actually, you and me are
acceptable.
pretty close to the same. I'm at like 155. I'm between 150 and 155.
Let me just be clear, right? I'm not saying I'm not having fun. Because I'm having fun.
Right, but it's just you're not enjoying it with the that's
Well, no, I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. I'm just saying that, like, this difficulty is not real. Like, we're basically, for the difficulty we are actually playing on, we could be playing on Insane. If we had 20 ping, we could be playing on Insane.
I don't know about that because I really had no idea what I was.
We could at least be playing on hardcore, because I'm
Now that
tapping.
getting a feel for it, I feel like it could be a little better.
Dude, we're at a... You're at 153 ping.
If you can see what I can see, you might not understand where I'm coming from because this lag is really not that bad. It's just auto.
You'll understand what I mean. There's no way around it. Because if you think this is good at 150 ping, man, trust me.
Good, I said bearable.
That's what, this is not bearable for me. This is easy for an easy difficulty, but like, if we were playing this how it should be played, if we were all at 20 ping, you'd be like, yo, this is too easy, we have to take it up. But this is survivable for this difficulty. Like, I'm just barely surviving. I'm surrounded right now, but I'm gonna be able to survive because the damage is low. But realistically, I should not survive this. There's like, I had basically probably 12 zombies in every direction. Or not in every direction. 12 zombies all surrounding. That's the best way to put it. But I also, here's another thing you don't realize. My resources are kind of really great because I've got a bunch of ammo and stuff. Like, I don't have to worry about ammo at all. Oh shit, I just got charged. Oh, yay.
Shit, why are you
No!
so behind? Dude, we progressed so far ahead of you.
Oh shit. Oh, okay, that's my fault. Let me die. Wait, can
Yeah,
I
just
give
realized
up?
There's no way for us to get to you because we.
Oh, you're
dropped down
right.
the-
Oh, I didn't know we were actually good to escape. Alright, we gotta communicate a little bit more.
Yeah, sorry, that was my bad. I did not realize you even stayed behind.
I'm thinking this is too easy. Josh, you're not even here anymore, right? I mean, you're gone. Alright, I figured. Alright. I gotta
I
just
don't need-
focus on us surviving this. I'm gonna be back and I think like once I die, I might automatically respawn.
Okay,
No,
yeah, you
never
died and
mind.
it just moved on.
55 second respawn.
That's not terrible. Oh.
Oh,
there you go.
I'm back.
Instant
Wow.
respawn, 'cause we made. I guess we made a checkpoint.
Right. I'm taking a health kit, but I'm not gonna use one. Do you need to heal?
I do need to heal, so is there another?
Wait, which one are you? Who are you?
I'm the black lady.
I'm healing you, right? Oh my god, I just fucking healed myself.
It's okay.
Dude.
I'm not long for this world anyway.
Fuck.
Put a bullet in my brain and send me on my way.
I can't believe I'm at almost max health and I'm not even down. Shit.
It's okay. I'm not long for this world anyway.
Oh. Oh my god, and I just shot this barrel.
Okay,
Dude,
now I'm starting to see zombies teleport.
Oh
Now I
boy,
know.
I'm dead. We're fucked. I fucked us. Oh my god, I'm going first person, dude.
I just went to see zombies. I'm dead.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, John, no, I can't. This can't happen to us. I'm running.
Got 45 seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
No.
you're the last.
No. No. No,
Oh,
Josh.
no.
No!
Oh well, we tried.
No, John! No, you did everything right, and I am a useless. Oh my gosh.
Oh man, that was funny. That
I
was
have
so-
been a fucking absolute sack This whole, because I
Yeah, no,
think
I noticed. So that time I really did notice the lag because zombies started teleporting where they weren't doing that before at 150.
you're right. Actually, we are at 100. Man, there's two things that are dragging us. One thing that's we're all at 150 ping, which is insane.
Yeah, why she's the host is beyond me because that was awful.
I suck
Hang
this
on,
out.
let me let me go use the bathroom real quick and get something to drink. So I'll be right back.
Same. I'll be right back too. All right, I'm back. But I'm just kind of snuggling Petra. Josh, are you here?
Yeah,
You are here, Josh?
I'm here.
That sounded like John, though.
What?
Wait, is this John or Josh that I'm talking to? All right, I guess I had too much alcohol. You do kind of sound like Josh. No, actually, no, you don't. You sound like John. Wait, who am I talking with? John, are you back or? All right, Josh. All right, you're all right. You're here. Okay. So, what are you thinking, Josh? How are you feeling?
I don't know. Not good, I guess.
Not good. Why not? I feel great. Why? Why don't you feel good?
I don't know, man.
Well, wait a minute, dude. Well, okay, right? It's Friday night. I mean, we don't gotta wake up for work tomorrow. I mean, to me, that's pretty good. I mean, seems like a good setup. What's got you upsetty? Every night with me, Josh, is therapy. All right. Well, fair enough.
I don't know. Some
You
of the stuff
don't.
you said was kind of mean, honestly.
What do you feel was mean? You feel it was mean that I said it didn't seem very engineering like for you to not give an answer at all?
You took it a little further than that. You said
How so?
you said something about you don't think I'd be a good engineer at your company right now or something.
No. I said that if you were an engineer in my team, I wouldn't appreciate that you wouldn't be willing to give an answer, is what I said. That's what I'm ultimately saying, or rather was feeling. Because, the truth is, right? This is what I'm saying, broadly speaking, right? If I'm having an engineering meeting, I'm having everyone who considers themselves to be an engineer to come forth and offer some perspective, criticism, insight, or perspective to what I am seeing and experiencing. So if I'm doing something wrong, let me know. If I'm misunderstanding something, let me know. I need people to step forward to offer insight. And if nobody is offering any sort of perspective, insight, wisdom, or anything, I'm like, am I the only one here thinking? I can't. I can't. Not in a group of engineers. I cannot be the only person saying, here's an idea. Is this right? If
If I may,
everyone else is silent, I'm like, this is not good. Like, fundamentally, this is not good. So I don't know. You might have felt offended by that. If anything, I feel like John didn't feel offended, and so if anything, I didn't
Well,
treat.
John's not. I am an engineer.
Well, what I'm saying is this: I did not treat you any differently than I treated John. That's
but I'm
all I'm
not.
saying.
That's not true at all. Also, you said that you had given me too much credit. Um,
Well,
which I
yes,
think
you're
is
right.
very mean. I think that's very mean.
I-
And I also think you also said that maybe it would be better if you were just having this conversation with John in the call,
So to
which is
clarify
very
those
mean.
to clarify those two things, right? So as far as you feeling it was mean for me to say that,
I agree
um,
with you.
what?
I don't know if his phone died or what, but he left the call after that.
Oh. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously it's very difficult for me to address any of those sort of things if he's gone. Um, well,
Before we get going, let me throw my banana peel out because I grabbed a banana.
right.
Winter hasn't officially arrived, and we've already lost.
Alright.
Which mission were we on? I think we were on this one.
We
Yeah, I'm
were
not.
doing the episode 1, I think chapter 3.
Okay, gotcha.
If that makes sense. I think
Right,
that was
right.
it.
All right, I put us on episode. So New York chapter
One
3.
high water, that's it.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, I don't know. Unfortunately, I can't really answer Josh's question. I guess if well, all I can say is this. Regarding Josh feeling offended or this and that is like again, I had treated both you and Josh the same. And
Which is
as
kinda
I
a little, because I'm not an engineer.
and that's why I'm like, that's where I get a little bit annoyed, because I'm like, well, Josh, like, just because you have a degree doesn't mean you're fundamentally like above John. And I know that's not what he's saying. So I'm like,
Right.
I'm a little confused when I'm like, look, I'm talking to
I think
you
it's just
both.
simpler to
It's
drop
like,
the whole conversation.
sorry, say that again.
No, I think it just might be easier to just drop the conversation.
Well, I don't know. I don't even agree, because I don't know why he would feel offended. I'm
Well, that's
like,
kind of the thing. Is you guys are kind of going in a loop right now, and that's kind of where I'm in the mood of the mode of dropping the conversation, because I'm one of those kinds of people that it's like, if you're gonna have an argument and go back and forth, that's fine. But once stuff starts getting repeated, that's where I'm like, I check out. I'm like, no, this if we're just gonna, because I've had a 8 hour long conversation with my cousin at a bar drunk, and we got nowhere with that conversation because I kept bringing something new to the table, and she just kept hitting me with the same liberal leftist BS that she uses for every answer that to every question I had, and she never once answered it. I'm like, I don't even know why I'm even trying to make any arguments when the answer
dude,
she the
honestly,
number one
now
answer.
that Josh isn't here, like, the truth is, I do, and I said this before, and he kind of even started to allude to this, and this whole fucking thing pisses me off, right? Allow me to just speak clearly that apparently no one's been willing to, is this idea of being, an engineer or having a degree or whatever, right? Like, when I talk to you and Josh, and I'm just having, a simple conversation, but Josh is unwilling to provide an answer, like, just completely unwilling to provide an answer. That's not acceptable. Like, dude, I'm telling,
I mean, it is a free country. He doesn't have to answer.
it's
It's
not
still
it's not about, when I say unacceptable, I'm talking about unacceptable in the qualifications of an engineer. And that's where he feels offended. He doesn't have to answer to me. I'm just his friend. Of course he doesn't have to answer to me, bro. I'm fucking nobody. I'm not anyone important. He doesn't owe me any answers at all. But I'm saying, if we're all trying to, right? Like, let's break it down a little further. What does it mean to be an engineer? It's like, it's not just, some people associate it explicitly with a title and a certification that they got from schooling, right? Some people they're very specific on that, but I am way more than that. I'm like, look, if you don't think like an engineer, I don't give a fuck if you have a degree. Like, why would I care? Like, if you talk to me like someone who can't think for themselves, I honestly, I don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't care if you got a degree in nuclear, you know, and I'll say this as well. Maybe this will give more perspective. Josh is not here to hear it nonetheless, but still, it's like, my friend group in engineering, from Embry-Riddle, the aeronautical university, one of the highest aeronautical universities in the entire world, bro, in the entire world, like, people cannot fucking get that, right? It's so privileged. And that friend group fell apart. Why? Because people argued whether or not watching the show Cops was racist. Okay, so let me make it crystal fucking clear, and people like Josh will have an especially difficult time understanding. But your degree means nothing to me. It doesn't mean fuck all to me. Because I've had people who graduated from Embry-Riddle, like, one of the best engineering aeronautical universities in the fucking world, be like, I don't know, man, maybe you are racist if you don't think the show Cops is racist. Dude, the whole STEM field fell a fucking apart. Like these retards, I started looking at people in aeronautical universities like, wait, you really can't figure out that it's not racist for someone to say the show Cops isn't racist? Like you can't figure that out on your own independent fucking brain? I honestly, dude, it's not even the alcohol. I am fucking pissed. I'm pissed that the world fucking got like that. I'm pissed that the fucking doctors, the
Nobody's
engineers.
allowed to have an opinion anymore nowadays.
It's
like,
not just opinions. Bro, if it were up to me, you would have your fucking medical license ripped from you. If you ever said, I don't know if men can get pregnant, if you ever said that, I would say outright, you should have your medical license ripped away. You should no longer be a doctor. You should no longer be a vet. If you ever were confused that men can become women and women can be men, you should have your medical license ripped from you so quick that the very next day you're saying to yourself, oh man, do I have to work at McDonald's now? I don't know. Maybe you might. Honestly, you might have to go from being a doctor to working at McDonald's. That's where we're at now. That's the truth of it. Because if you somehow got a degree in the medical industry and you don't know if men can be, can have babies, you deserve to have your medical license ripped away in an instant. Dude, I'm tired of the grace. I'm not Jesus Christ himself. So it's like, I'm tired of the grace. If you think that you can be a doctor saying, I don't know, can men have babies? Nah, your medical license, if it's up to me, it's gone in a day, dude. It's gone in a day. Like that. The fact that you ever uttered those words, it's gone. I'm tired of that shit. And so, people like Josh talk to me sometimes like, oh man, it's intense. Oh man, I feel this way. It feels this way. I'm like, bro, look, if it were up to me, dude, trust me. Like, you can judge me all you want. And I'll say it outright. And I said it before in the conversation. People would judge me harshly, and that's fine. They'd call me a sexist, they'd call me a racist, they call me this, they call me transphobic, homophobic, all these things. I don't give a fuck. I don't care, because I'm the sort of dude I'd rip your 8-year-plus medical license away in an instant. I'd rip it away in an instant. If you ever said, I don't know if men can have babies, I'd be like, all right, look, you lost 8 years of medical, all the stuff you spent in medical school, that's gone. It's gone. You lost all of it instantly. Lost all of it. Because the fact that you think you can even represent medical science to any degree at all, and not know that men cannot have babies, nope, it's gone. You know what I mean? And again, I'm saying people like Josh, they will always encounter people like me. And I'd say this right to Josh, they're always going to encounter people like me, and they're going to think I'm being too intense. They're going to think I'm being mean. They're going to think I'm being judgmental, sexist, racist, homophobic, Islamophobic. I don't care. I don't care. So we're always going to have a problem. It's always going to come up. In one way or another, I promise you it'll come up. And it's not because I'm sexist, racist, homophobic, or whatever. It's because it could come down to something simple, like I could just say to Josh, hey, Josh, do you think that, what was my question? That it makes sense that that engineers would decide for an engine to run when it makes more sense for it to not run. And he's like, I don't know. I am disappointed, bro. And, I'm not sure how long I'll be in Pennsylvania, but I'd love to come and see you guys again. But that's the sort of shit that's going to come up. I'm just going to look at Josh's face and be like, bro, I don't even know how you could honestly look at me and say you're not sure what the answer to that question is. Like, I don't even know.
So I just said yes because it made the most sense to me. Like, I have a very common sense kind of mind, not a logical mind, and it just made sense in my brain when you said it. So that's why I was like,
Well,
yeah.
That's what I'm saying, is it is the logical thing. Because logically, it makes no sense that you would start an engine up if it wastes more energy than having it be stopped. You would just keep it stopped. Okay, or rather, all I'm saying is this, and I don't get this. This seems to happen with the liberal, schools, is it's the same thing with Elon Musk. Is people start saying like, well, I don't know, maybe Elon Musk isn't right. Maybe he is this or that. And it's like, okay, well, what really is the question? If someone's question is Elon Musk good for the electric automotive industry? The answer is yes. His creation of Tesla has absolutely created a niche market in the electric automotive industry that has surpassed every other company's attempts massively. That is objectively true. So if the question is, did Elon Musk help the electric automotive industry? Yes, absolutely. And then if people start saying stuff, like, well, all right, did he help immigration and the people's opinions on immigration? I don't know. That's a fucking opinion. Who knows? But like, there's some things that are objective. It comes also to, did Elon Musk help the aerospace industry's ability to launch and relaunch, or rather to create reusable rockets? Yeah, objectively, Elon Musk absolutely helped with that. If people think there's any sort of debate, they're honestly not being fair, because SpaceX has created an industry that is undeniable. And I don't know, like, there's such a large group of people. Oh, I'm shooting at a teammate by accident. What? You know who Moist Critical is, right?
Yeah, Charlie.
Dude, I have one of his actually most liked comments on one of his most recent videos. It's not most liked, it's most reacted to, with the most laughed reacts, because I basically said that Elon Musk actually did good for the world. And I think it has like 300. I'll have to check, actually. I could easily check that in a moment. I have like not 900, sorry, like 90 plus comments on that post. Dude, I love it. I love it. I thought about deleting it because literally about every 30 minutes I have a new comment. Oh shit. A new comment responding to what I said with some sort of meme, like, oh, you just love Elon Musk, oh, you're just this, you're just that. Like, it's literally
kicked the hornet's nest with that one.
Dude, let me check the statistic, because I've grown so used to that. Dude, for years, I've grown so used to that. I don't even think about it anymore. I've gotten so used to it. I can't wait to see it. What to you would seem like a big number? I think it was like 90 plus comments. Oh, let me heal myself. Oh wait, let me heal you. There we go.
I gotta move on quick.
Oh, you're right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Here we go.
Somebody left the sewer grate open. I'm going in. Speed up. We'll keep going.
We gotta keep pushing, actually. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was so my bad. Oh my gosh.
I was like, what the hell just happened?
I just fired a fucking rocket right at us. I pulled out the Barrett 50 cal and shot it right near us. Whoops. There we go. Woo!
It almost threw me off the map.
These tunnels empty to the river. We're close.
Oh yes, health kits. Let's go. Finally.
Where's Tashawn? 'Cause she-
Okay,
this person needs
I
to
got
be
this.
I think one of our missions eventually is to rush. Oh god. Oh my
Yeah, I
gosh.
think that's coming up right here.
Wait, find an exit. I think that's actually now.
Yeah, I think it is too.
Alright, I'm running. I'm reloading.
Yeah,
Alright,
find a way out of the museum.
I gotta focus. I gotta time my reloads and stuff. I gotta just stay near you. Honestly. I'm not a very great player at this game. I'm just good at getting headshots.
Come on, cabrón.
Oh my gosh. They're coming up everywhere. Oh my gosh.
Alright, we gotta assemble at the top of these stairs. Let's go.
Alright, I'm running. I'm reloading.
Sorry.
Whoops, I just shot the shit out of you too.
I did the same thing to you. Oh, shit.
Oh,
I came
fudge.
through. Oh,
Oh,
wait.
nice.
I didn't do that. Whoever did a great job, though.
There's more where that came from.
I'm shooting behind us to watch our little teammates. Oh, a health kit.
Let's get outside and get our bearings.
I guess that wasn't the end.
I just took it. I'm taking the sporting carbine. You might like that AK that I dropped. That's a good freaking gun.
Oh, I really like this assault rifle I got.
Oops.
Okay, moving on.
So keep it for a bit.
I'm gonna freaking level up this AK or this M16. Honestly.
Let's see what we can do.
Out the special.
Army shelling the
Crossbow, advance SMG.
I think we gotta push. I'm moving.
Yeah, I'm right behind you. Somebody's shooting mortars. I don't think you have to worry about those zombies.
Right. Oh, you're right. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh, that we do gotta worry about. We can, I think, hack that. I'm gonna try to see if I can get behind it. Oh, I got it.
Nice.
They left some explosives here.
I didn't even realize there were.
Oh my
enemies.
god, I hit a landmine. Shit.
You're gonna be okay.
Bitch stole my revive. Oh, we gotta just go and reach this area.
Oh, Bunko. That's Bunko. Bunko was next to me.
Guys, move forward. Oh, you did. Okay.
I thought Bunko was helping, but, and they were. I appreciate you, Bunko. I always will. We out here.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, battle rifle.
There's a boat tied up here.
Oh, a health kit.
Looks like the boat is hitched to a winch.
Special SMG. No. I'm gonna stick with this freaking.
Cold red is never good news.
Shit, I thought that was another one of our players. That was a freaking zombie.
Oh my gosh. You're right. There was one right next to me. Alright, we gotta protect this area by the end. I'm gonna put a turret over. Oh my gosh!
On the right, yeah, they just came over the fence like out of nowhere.
I'm putting this turret down. This is where we have to escape. This is where, but there's more stuff I think
this
we.
is the end here when we get on the boat.
I think there's more stuff we can find first. I don't feel like we did a great job searching. Oh boy, this big fat boy is
are we
coming.
gonna find?
Oh, see, I found stuff. A high voltage. Oh man, I found 2 things. Oh man, I found 3 things. Oh, I'm placing this shit. Oh boy, I don't even
So,
have time.
We'll defend the boat if you can get it back here.
All right. I got some. I got that down. Oh my god.
It wants us to eliminate a fence.
Need a little help?
How do I use this? Oh boy.
Careful, you got a runner coming at you.
There's a bunch of. Ah! It's all right. I got it. Luckily, I got this. Luckily, I used this. All right. I'm running. I'm getting out. Ow!
You got a shit ton of zombies. I'm
Oh
trying
my
to-
gosh, there's a shit ton of zombies coming after me is right.
Oh shit! How did they get around the side?
Oh my
shit.
gosh, I'm
Oh,
throwing
shit.
grenades like everywhere. Oh my.
I was overwhelmed. I didn't realize they could come up from the water behind our turret, which was really unfortunate.
Oh my gosh, I'm coming.
They got. Oh, we got.
I'm healing you. Or no, I'm not. Never mind. I'm healing myself.
I just got shot by our own teammate.
Oh my gosh. Oh wait, I got a thing I can apply. I'm trying to move.
Watch the big guy on the left.
Oh, right. I'm trying to move up so I can apply this thing. I'm trying to. I'm reloading. Alright, I'm running.
Oh no,
Alright.
I'm running out of ammo.
Alright, I'm trying to move back to the ammo kit. I'm moving back. I gotta get ammo too. Move with me. I'm coming. I'm going to the ammo kit.
I'm right here.
I'm just spraying everything, dude. Get ammo. I'm spraying everything, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Oh, we got a big guy. Oh shit. No!
Oh, I got him. I got him. Oh my gosh.
Just survive because you gotta get to the boat. Oh,
I don't have any fucking ammo. I'm running onto the boat. I'm hiding.
Oh, my zombie down. Oh, they did. Okay.
Everybody get onto the boat. I've got nothing. I've got no ammo. Oh man. Holy crap. I forgot how hard this freaking game is on even the easier difficulties.
I like that.
To Lake Champlain. Yeah, we should be safe there.
Ain't gonna be nothing left here.
I'm never getting out of this boat.
So I told this girl on January 21st, I said, good morning, I'm great. Well, actually, you know what, dude? I'm gonna have to marry these women immediately. Is coming on strong a bad idea?
I think it depends on the girl, but that's kind of hard to judge when you first meet her.
Right, that's a good point.
Oh, I got challenge coins for completing a challenge bonus. Nice. I think I'm gonna bop off because I think whenever Josh gets back from Wawa, we're gonna go and grab some stuff at Wegmans for this storm.
Fair.
Ooh, I'm grabbing this. I just purchased the Bounty Hunter. You deal 25% more damage to special zombies.
Oh, nice.
So I grabbed
I think
that.
I leveled something up.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think.
I didn't even know he went to Wegmans. How long ago did he leave?
No, he went to Wawa
Oh, right.
because I don't think he ate dinner. So after he bopped out, I think he went straight to Wawa.
Gotcha.
And
All
I
right.
guess whenever he's back, we're gonna just go make a run to Wegmans before they close tonight.
Alright, I guess I don't know. I'll play something in the meantime. But, alright. I don't know if you'll be back on later or I'll be off by then or what's up. But,
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I was gonna try to get in touch with my cousin again because I saw he tried calling me like an hour and a half ago. So I'll
Gotcha.
probably talk to him for a little bit, see what's going on with him. But no, I had to leave him to come play zombies with you because him and his brother were really starting to piss me off. Not
Damn,
in a
what,
bad
League of
way. It's that,
Legends or what?
huh?
What game? Dude, I thought about downloading I think I might download League of Legends. Ugh.
What do you mean with them?
Well, yeah, no, I was, well,
No, no, no. They were just getting really loud, and the older brother was beating up the younger one, and he screams so loud.
oh boy.
And the thing that aggravates me about the younger one is like one, he's 15. He'll be 16 in March, and he's done like 5 years of Muay Thai, and then he lets his brother beat the absolute shit out of him. I'm like, dude, defend yourself. Well, I can't because if I hurt him, it'd make him go harder on me. And I'm like, dude, your brother doesn't know jack shit about fighting. You do.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, no, I kind of understand. Well, that's interesting.
5 years of Muay Thai to just get the shit absolutely beaten out of him from his brother.
Well, I mean, trust me, if he really hit back and wanted to hurt, I mean, it's gonna be something.
Well, Andrew, I'm saying like his older brother leaves really bad bruises on him and he doesn't defend himself at all. Like
Dude,
he's got
in
a
Muay Thai, I got bruises all the time from typical weekly training. It was literally
but
nothing,
that's
dude.
that's not what
If
I'm
he
saying though. Like
strikes
his older
back,
brother
dude,
has no training. Like his older brother has no training. He just is a bully to his younger brother and beats him up and throws him into the wall and shit.
I mean, if
And
he's
then
letting it happen, in which, because I'm thinking if his brother's been
then
training
he
for
cries
years
like a
and
little bitch at times, where he's like screaming for his mom's like protection. And I'm like, dude, you have no Muay Thai. Just defend yourself. I'm not saying to like beat the absolute shit out of your older brother. I'm saying defend yourself.
But dude, Muay Thai training, like to defend yourself, is to break a motherfucker's jaw with like a punch or a kick or a knee or an elbow. Like you don't defend yourself in Muay Thai by just
What is he supposed to
playfully.
let his brother break his arm and legs if he keeps getting
Well,
thrown
I'm
against
saying,
the wall?
but I'm saying his brother doesn't know and is probably is not capable of doing that sort of damage. So I'm saying like an effective Muay Thai fighter is gonna seriously, and when I say seriously, I'm not talking about like, oh, it's gonna hurt, he's gonna have a bruise. I'm talking about his jaw will be broken or his leg is gonna be broken. It's gonna be a
Right, but
different
how
level of
he doesn't
retaliation.
do anything.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know
Because
what
his
to
little
say to him.
brother
I mean, but
smacks
he
his head
can't.
against the dresser and against the wall. It's like,
Well, in Muay Thai, again, you train to defend yourself through breaking the other person. You don't train to
well, I'm
defend
not telling you
yourself
to go
by
after him, but if
pushing
he
them
could just
away.
simply like give him a good sucker punch or something just to get him to back off.
Dude, but a good Muay Thai. Look, boxing and Muay Thai are different. Like boxing is a lot more about touching and dodging and avoiding. Muay Thai is a lot more about standing your ground and strongly and seriously retaliating. That's why I'm saying like in Muay Thai, you're not gonna you're not gonna throw a jab. Like in Muay Thai, a strong jab can break someone's jaw. So it's like, and a jab is what you use to just keep someone away from you. Like, so a jab is the lightest thing, but you can break someone's jaw with a good jab. So
Hmm.
like you're not gonna cross like, the typical combination would be jab, cross, hook. Jab is just to create and keep range. That's the lightest thing, but you can break someone's jaw with that. And I
Well, my
mean that. A
always
simple and
take break
strong
again
placed
the
jab is
brother
going to break
or
someone's jaw.
against the desk and everything, the dresser.
Well, look, I'm not saying
Like
that
the
he
younger
should
brother
be I'm
should
not
like
saying he should be beaten up or taken advantage of, but I'm saying like how you're trained to defend yourself in Muay Thai, it can be critically injuring to someone else. So he's not going to just jab his brother in the jaw and break his fucking jaw. Like that's even if he were to jab his jaw and hurt him, that's not going to be acceptable, brother versus brother. Like even if my brother got in my face and was like, "Yo, bro, I'm seriously going to hurt you." If I struck my brother in such a way that his jaw were to hurt for multiple days or he were to be dazed or concussed, like do you understand what that would do to our family relationship permanently? Like, I'd have been that would put me in a position where I would
But the
forever
problem
be
is if the
known.
brother gets high all the time and he definitely has some unchecked rage issues, how long will it be until he severely injures the younger one? Just because he refuses to defend himself. And the older brother knows this and takes advantage of him because of that.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's as long as he's able to not be hurt. This is one thing as well I realize with Muay Thai, and it's more or less very simple to say is like if you're not being injured versus being
He
hurt
is.
is one thing. So if he's being hurt and he's like, ouch, that hurts, that's one thing. But if he's
Do
saying,
you know how
ow, I
hard
can't
it was
walk
to
on
just
this
smash
leg
his
for
head against the dresser?
what?
His brother doesn't understand his own strength. That's the problem. The older brother has no idea how strong he really is.
Well, and here's another thing, of course, right? When you're trained in Muay Thai or boxing or anything else, you're not invincible. If someone is physically much stronger than you, they can punch through your guard. So you might have a great form, but they might just be able to hurt you anyway. So it's like, I don't know, his brother, if he's much older and stronger than him, his older brother just must be because like even though like I'll put it like this, right? Even though I was trained for for a relatively longer time than other people, uh if someone were to come into the gym and they were 40 pounds stronger or heavier than me and were to be like a lifter, they're going to be able to punch through my guard. Like, so if they start training basic stuff, they're just going to be stronger than me. Well, duh, they're 40, that's 20 plus, yeah, that's 20% heavier than me. Of course, they're going to be stronger than me. So if they know how to punch, if they know how to do a simple punch, they're just going to be able to break through my guard. So it's like there's weight classes for a reason. I'm not going to go up to like, I might be better trained and, someone who's twice my size. Maybe I can run the risk of outrunning them and dodging their strikes. But if they really land something and they're twice my size, bro, of course they're going to fucking hurt me. It doesn't matter if I train for years. Like, that's how it is, dude. It's this, you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't matter if I'm a fucking specially
When was the
trained.
last time before his brother just severely hurts him and possibly puts him in the hospital?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Both brothers must be respectful, loving, and show restraint. So one of them knowing Muay Thai is not enough for them, to
No,
just
but the
for
other one
that
is
to mean
completely out of
much.
control, and there's nothing the parents can do because he's officially 18 now.
Well,
And they
that's not
refuse to
good.
kick
I
him out of
mean,
the house because I've told my cousin this so many times. She created this monster.
well,
Honestly,
yeah,
I love
honestly, I agree. No, you're right. I mean, that's a dangerous
I absolutely
situation.
love the older brother, but he has been so beyond unchecked. And I've warned my cousin when he was like 14 years old. It's like you have no idea the shit that is going on with your son. And I've told her a lot of it, and she's just like, "Oh, it's just a phase. He'll get over it." And I've told her year after year after year. Now he's finally 18, and she's like, and now she actually is getting the blunt end of it too now because now he's talking back to her, and now he's like giving her issues because he's like I'm 18, you can't just tell me what to do anymore. And I'm just like, I threw up my hands and I'm just like, Lisa, I warned you and I wanted to help you, but at the end of the day, it's like it's obviously not my kid. I've never been a parent. I've only am an outside bystander who saw what he saw and just wanted to give you my opinion.
Okay, and I am streaming, but I don't mind saying this in front of anyone, right? Um, when it comes to being a man, I've realized this now. When it comes to, I'm about 30 years old. I'm 29, but it's like, well, I'm really 29. I'm far closer. I'm not even 29 and a half. But anyways, the point is, like, I'm a 25-year-old man, and I've realized there's many times where I have to just look at women and be like, look, this is kind of the dynamic of things. It is how it is. Like, and so you're saying, like, you told this woman, well, you have to be careful of this. You have to kind of rein him in earlier on before this sort of thing happens. You might also have to recognize as a man, as I'm kind of recognizing in this very moment, right? She might have lost the ability to control him a long time ago,
Mm-hmm.
and she doesn't know how maybe to come to terms with that. And I learned from Jordan Peterson, though I have no kids at all, that if you do not raise and control your kids, the truth is the world will raise and control your kids. And they will be, as Jordan Peterson used the word, much more draconian, which really means much more barbaric. They're going to be much more ruthless and careless. They don't care how your kids feel by the end. They don't give a fuck about your kids like you do, like as the parent. Like your mom cares about you, John, more than anyone else on the earth ever will. That's how it seems to be the cycle. That's just a rough estimate, right? But that's, or your dad, right? Your mom and dad care for you more than any other human on earth ever will. I won't say your mom explicitly cares for you more
Yeah,
than
no,
your
it's
dad,
just
but
parents, yeah.
exactly. So your parents care for you more than anyone else on earth ever will. And that just seems to be the general cycle because, you know, fuck, I went too far on a diet. What were we initially talking about now? Dang it, it's the alcohol. I blame.
The son just getting out of control now that he's
Oh,
an
right.
official adult now.
You are, how old are you, John? You're 29 or 30, right? 29. Yeah, so it's like you are a 29-year-old man giving your very insightful, wise wisdom to this woman who's, how old is she? She's like maybe 60
She's
something, 50.
42 now, 43.
The truth is that you might be less than 30 years old, but you are able to understand the male mind more than this 40-plus-year-old woman is able to.
Yeah. And I feel
And
bad for the kids too because it's like their
that's who it
dad is
hurts the
such a
most.
phenomenal, like they have such a phenomenal dad, and I feel bad because had he been able to be at home more with them, I feel like things could have been very different, but he's always worked 2 jobs and he's always done his best to spend what time he can with his boys, but I always felt like you could see it was almost never enough. I mean, with AJ, it was a bit different because AJ is more appreciative of what little time you give him, even if it's like such a small amount. He appreciates it and like will grab whatever he can. Whereas the older brother Stevie, I don't know. And I will say though, and I just thought of this now because it's something I actually did talk to my cousin about his mom. Um, she mentioned to me when her mom passed away, so their grandmother, she says that's when she noticed the biggest difference in him. And that's what made me realize, like,
Wait, say that again. What was the biggest difference? What caused it? The passing of
so,
who?
so uh, when my cousin's mom passed away, my Aunt Barbara passed away, she said that's when she
Right.
noticed a big change in Stevie's attitude with a lot of things. Like, he started not caring about a lot of things.
Hmm.
And
Oh, you mentioned. Okay, yeah.
yeah, and I mean, he was very close to her and he adored her. And to be fair, everybody adored her. She was a wonderful human being. It was like, I don't think there was anybody that had any issues with her because she was just like the light of the party. Like, she walked in and the party began. Even if it was just her walking into an empty house, the party started when she walked in. That was always just her personality. Very big, very bright. And it made me start to think because I don't know what this family trait is, and it doesn't show up very often in my family. Actually, I think my cousin's oldest son is the third person in my family I've seen this happen to because my mom's second oldest brother had this. It's almost like a schizophrenia, but it's almost like not schizophrenia. I'm trying to think of a way to describe it. It's like their life is normal, but when the one person that they are so attached to passes away, it's like the reality doesn't shatter around them, but the world becomes infinitely dark for them. Because
Hmm.
that's what happened with my mom's brother. My mom's brother became a recluse. Like he used to be a very outgoing person, but then they lost their grandmother. Like my mom lost her grandma when she was a little girl, but her second oldest brother was 12 when she passed, and he was very attached to her. And I actually talked to another cousin of my mom's who was also around the same age as him. So he's like almost 15 years older than my mom is, and he gave me some really good insight on him because he passed away only like I want to say 2000 or 2001 he passed away. So I really never got to know him, but I've heard so many like horror stories with him because he was very you didn't know what you were getting into when he showed up because he was always like all over the place. But he wasn't like bipolar in the sense where one moment he was angry and the next he was sad. It was more like bipolar daily, where it was like when he woke up, whatever his attitude was when he woke up is what he had for that day. And that's where it was kind of like a bipolar. So, um, and so when I heard about that, I didn't think much of it. I'm like, yeah, you get really attached to someone. And after my uncle Tommy, uh, when they lost my grandmother, he was very close to her. He became a total opposite of who he was right then and there at 12 years old. It's like he secluded himself a lot.